As
guys?
promised, dude.
Yeah.
Finally. We did string people along for a couple weeks.
Let's string.
I hope it lives up to the hype,
This is
dude.
part one.
Yeah, this
of
is part
the
one.
Crusades, brought to you by Matt McCusker. Now, Matt, before we get started, Crusaders, that's a racist term, isn't it?
Why is it racist?
I don't know. Susquehanna University had to change their name from the Crusaders to the Riverhawks because Crusaders is racist.
Riverhawk sounds more like a slur then.
It certainly does.
They call someone a Riverhawk?
Especially you drive up Route 15 along the Susquehanna River, it's just trailers. It's just,
Yeah.
Dude, it's insane. These
Is it
trailers that are
really?
on the banks between the fucking highway and the river, there's like, sometimes it's pretty far out. Sometimes it's like 100 yards of like forest to the river. And it's just, you see like deer stands, like shacks that dudes,
What?
the Riverhawks are in there.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Is that what they're really named after? Dudes that just camp along the river?
No, I think they're named after just hawks.
The actual hawk that
Riverhawks
flies.
is a sick name.
Yeah, but like
Crusaders is the best though.
that rules, dude. There was a lot of Catholic schools who were named the Crusaders
Bishop
as well.
McDevitt's the Crusaders.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. They used to carry a big golden cross out onto the field.
They're
Pretty sick.
way of the cross.
Yes.
That's basically what Crusader even means.
How fucking sick is it in Kingdom of Heaven when he's like, my master's here.
Yeah.
He's like, so the Jerusalem is here.
The Jerusalem.
Then you see the fucking giant golden cross come out of the fucking, what's that word for desert heat rising, where it's like, you know what I mean?
Where the heat rises off the
Yeah, and
ground.
it makes it blurry.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I've never known what to call that.
Isn't there a word for that? There certainly is a word for it.
For the heat.
Reflection of
Heat flexion? The heat flexion?
Anyway, I like to see the golden cross emerge.
That's a good way to frame this. Should what happened be grounds for taking away team
school's
sports
nickname.
names? It's not like, I mean, if you're going to go after, like, you know, there was like the Redskins and stuff. That's obviously.
That still irks me. And I know we're about to talk
Sure,
Crusades.
please.
But last night, the Philadelphia Eagles played the Washington Commanders.
The Commanders?
They're the Commanders now, which, by the way.
So they switched it to the guys who took out the
Yeah.
the fucking Native
Commanders? You mean murderers? Is that what we're talking about?
That's what they call them now?
Yeah. And it bothered me. It's like, dude, just be the Redskins.
The
Look,
Commanders?
it was racist. You did it.
What color is their jersey?
Same exact thing. Yeah. They have a W there for Washington. Instead of it was one of the cooler symbols in all of football.
Yeah, man. And nobody
Anyway.
looked at it like, oh, they were like, dude, those guys look fierce.
Yeah.
It was a badge of respect. So now they're the the Washington French fur traders or something?
Yeah.
Like, what are they?
Yeah. They're the fur trappers.
Yeah, what was the name after the guys who destroyed them?
Syracuse used to have a rough one.
Well, they were the Orange Men.
They were the Orange Men. Now they're the Orange.
Oh, they were the Orange Men?
Yeah.
Who were they going after, 4-5?
They were
He
going
should not be
after
named.
Native Americans. They were calling them Orange Men.
That's what that was?
Yeah, their logo used to be. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that's a rough logo, dude.
What is it? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's like the Peter Pan.
It's crazy.
That's,
It's like a buck-toothed. Now this is their mascot. That's a good guy.
that's the Orange Man.
That is orange.
That's
Syracuse, look at him.
That has nothing to do with the Native Americans.
That's pretty sick.
They were just shouting out.
Oh fuck! I'm flowing, dude. I know it.
Please,
It
please.
just reminded me of. There's a show.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest shows of all time. It was on National Geographic. It was about dudes with Tourette syndrome, like Tourette's, dude.
Yeah.
Not like
The real
a little,
deal.
like
Yeah.
full on. And they were 3 like Scottish dudes, or 3 British dudes. So it's even funnier.
Oh.
And they like take a van trip together. They meet up because
Yeah.
there's like a Tourette's crew. They link and they're like, we need to go somewhere. We got to get the fuck out of these cities because they can't live.
No.
It's so bad.
'Cause they
But
say the
They
craziest
say the
shit.
wildest. They go into a fishing shop because they're going to go fishing. They're trying to camp. They go into a fishing shop. The guy's like, armed robbery. We have guns. He goes, this place smells like piss. But the one guy,
robbery.
yeah, they say the worst thing possible. But some of the physical tics, dude, they're like, yeah, whoop. Like nonstop. But
Three Stooge ticks, dude.
they nothing but Three Stooge
Oh,
sticks.
no.
The one dude, they're sitting next to each other. They're like having a heart to heart. They're overlooking like a bay. They're on rocks. like looking, they're like fishing and stuff, and they're like sitting there talking. The one guy's sitting like this, the other guy's sitting on his ass next to on a rock, and he goes and slaps him in the forehead, and the guy he hits goes, "It's dude." Obviously, it's a tragedy, dude. This guy, they show him getting his kids ready in the morning, and he's like putting his kids' socks on. He's like, "It's kind of gay." And then, like, he takes the baby's pacifier out of his mouth. He goes, he rips it out, acts like he's gonna throw it, puts it back in. Kind of gay. It's gay what I'm doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, check it out. Tourette's guys.
That break, it must feel good while you're doing the things.
Well, that's the thing. So they don't take the medication they're given because the medication blocks dopamine. So that's what they get when they do that. The tics is like a release for them real quick.
Yeah.
So the only way to stop it is to block dopamine and make you not want to not do it.
Oh.
So then if they take the medication, nothing's good.
That's your get up and go too.
Yeah.
I think serotonin's the feel good and dopamine's the get up and go.
Maybe it's serotonin. One of them.
Either one. I wouldn't want to lose either of them.
No, I'd just get in a van and, dude, they're driving. They're like, fuck you. Like, people on the side, dude. Wank. Oh, that was my favorite. He's pouring the kids cereal and he just goes, wank.
The kids are probably dying.
Yeah.
God, man.
But occasionally just. There's one part where they're meeting with people and these two women are talking to the three of them. And once one of them does something, it triggers the other two. So it's full stooges. The girl's talking to him and the one guy just goes. The guy behind him goes. Dude, hold on a second. Can we pause for a minute?
Yes.
You've got to see this.
I have to see this.
And then we'll talk Crusades.
Yeah, we will.
First, I got to show you these three Scottish dudes with
I need to
Tourette's
see this,
syndrome.
dude. I need to see this. Oh my God. Dude.
I totally forgot. I watched it. The first time I watched it, I didn't think it was that funny. I was like, it is jarring. They're fully like.
Yeah.
There's like, they just have B-roll of a guy like looking out the window while they're driving. He's just like, he just sticks his thumb in his eye.
It's gonna be crazy too, because you're probably holding it back, and one of your boys goes off, and you're like, "I'm gonna let it rip." Then,
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. There's a couple times where the dudes go off hard.
Yeah,
and it's like sad because they can't stop. They're like, "Fuck, shit."
Yeah, but dude, I think about how good it feels to them. Where'd you hear about this?
I watched it, and then it came up. Unfortunately, it was suggested.
Was it really? I wanted to compare algorithms at one point to see what each other are working with.
Well, I read comments, so unfortunately my thing's me. Which is this is it, dude.
Yeah.
Being like we need to go out. Just go out to the lake and scream.
Yeah.
Just scream. Touch my penis, it's nice.
Oh my God. Are we back?
We're back, dude. Those are the bros.
How nice would it be to be in the cypher? Just Tourette's out by the ocean. It's like, butch, pissy, fuck.
I mean, that's what happened. We went. Yeah. It was the exact same thing.
You gotta, dude, I'd pay to drive the bus. Be like, yo, all you guys get on.
I don't know. They say some mean things to each other.
Yeah, but dude, you
just
sit there and
whatever the worst
drive.
thing they're thinking of about you, they're gonna say it.
I know.
He's like,
Damn.
I'm not fat. I'm not bald. They kept being like, fat, bald, fuck, piece of shit.
When they met the daughter, I thought they were all gonna say some like,
oh yeah,
that must be the tough ones.
Good for them not being in America, because
yeah,
over here we got a word you're really not allowed to say.
Yeah, we had a lot.
But
yeah, there's the ultimate.
If you were going into a bait shop just screaming it.
Yeah.
There's a scene earlier. He's at a grocery store. He's just crushing everybody.
Really?
Everyone in there. He's walking a car. He's like, fucking twat. And people are like, hey, asshole. He's got a shirt that says, I have Tourette's. But yeah.
How fun would that be? What do you think you know what? I'm going to go on this road.
What would I say?
Like,
if there was a word that I wasn't allowed, yeah.
You would say whatever you couldn't.
Yeah. Those are the best.
Yeah, the hand movements are the best.
Dude.
Yeah, dude, going to the beach and just letting it rip is probably
letting it rip, dude.
I'm always wondering though, because it's weird that that's a biological thing they're saying, but then it is more of like a social taboo kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like a biological issue, but it's also like the most like, what are the social taboos, and they can't help but scream them out.
Yeah. That
Which-
stuff's wild, man.
Yeah, because then it's like, dude, I mean, I can answer. I definitely have Tourette's. I have the underlying brain of a Tourette's person. Yeah. So I'm like, that's kind of nice to know everyone's rolling around like that. Like, fat bitch.
I was thinking, dude, anytime I was in church as a kid, I was like, if I scream a word right now, my life will be over.
Yeah.
If I just scream it.
Yeah. You're done.
Yeah.
That's the start. That's probably the funnel. And then your body starts going,
do it. Do it.
Do the
and
thing.
you just start going.
God's fake. You're like, hey, come on, man. Come on, man.
God's fake. Rapist. Come out here, you rapist. Just waiting for the priest to walk down. Come out here, you rapist. Sorry, everybody.
I love the devil. Oh my God.
Touch my penis, it's nice. Dude. Don't get me wrong,
They're
it
the
sucks
bros.
and their life has to be so hard.
But they're the bros.
But they're the funniest bros on earth.
Dude, the
Then they were
Tourette's,
just standing there throwing. That wasn't Tourette's. That was like they were like, all right, we have time to
they're
ourselves.
fucking around.
Let's throw a ball to see who can hit each other in the nuts.
What else would you do?
National Geographic's here. We just drove a van out to the lake. Let's throw a ball at each other's nuts in front of the camera.
We should have a Tourette's parade. Hit them with like the police megaphones and just let them rip and just stand
go.
there like, oh.
Yeah, just be like, dude, you guys are fine. It's not taboo.
No.
I wonder if that would help.
I think it would.
Like, it's not taboo.
Dude, if we had
Nothing matters.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if it would help with the urge to say something bad if nothing was bad.
It's like holding in a sneeze. If you're like, I bet you can't sneeze right now.
Yeah.
If we had the whole town watching, be like, I bet you won't.
You won't do
And
it.
just put them on the megaphone.
Yeah.
It'd be like, they might get stage fright and it might take them out of it.
Then they'd get at home at night in bed being like, this is what I should have said.
Think of all the shit they could have done.
Fuck. Wank. Wank's a good one. Wank's
Wank
funny.
is- touch my penis, it's nice.
Touch my
Might be-
penis, it's nice.
That's the best one. No, dude, the best it is honestly armed robbery. We have
Robbery,
guns.
we have guns.
Which one?
Putting your kid's socks on and going, this is gay.
Yeah, he's right though.
It is gay. All right. Now,
Oh, perfect, dude.
Crusades.
Let me see what kind of time we're working with. That's perfect. Perfect.
But we're going to edit that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect, dude.
And now.
Well, I'm happy we did that.
Yeah.
It takes the pressure off jumping right into some dense talk about the Crusades. But so we'll take it all the way back to the first Crusade, dude. Before it started,
Yeah.
November 1095, dude.
Ooh.
Barely 1,000 years after Christ.
Yeah.
Church is 1,000 years old. It's almost 1,100 years old. Pope Urban gives a speech about the Christian world being threatened by Muslim nations. And at the time, the Pope himself, it was a job that like people didn't take the Pope seriously. The Pope was slipping. The Pope would like come up and be doing pretty well and be pretty important, I guess. And the Pope took a dip, and it was more like the nations were like, we're running shit.
Yeah.
So some argue the Pope was kind of incentivized. Some argue the Pope was incentivized to kind of start a war to become seem more important. That's how some historians take it. So he's going around being like, he just gathers a bunch of people and he was like, dudes, I don't know if you know this, but when we go to this is all in France. He was like, when we go to make pilgrimage to the Holy Lands, the Muslims are checking us for tax. And if you don't pay, they're making some of us take shits. So they make you fucking squat, drop pie.
Yes.
Or they were saying in other cases, they cut people open and extract gold from them.
Those
and everyone just went, those idiots back then. I don't know if you-
Chocolate bleu.
yeah, they all went. Huh? They all got. He did the speech to. He was like he was from a
Hey,
monastery,
Japanese.
so he gave a speech to other monks, and then the monks were all like, "We can't believe this." And basically, word got out. But basically, he was saying, "Dude, they're controlling the Holy Lands. They're fighting us on the southern border here and there, the Moors, and they're like, we need to do
Moors
something."
they were making noise.
Then the author of the
making
book,
noise.
They did say that. They said the Moors had attacked southern France a couple times.
The Reconquista.
Yep, and they were kind of like, it
know
wasn't
words.
totally wrong, and there probably were Muslim tax collectors who like gutted people for not taking dumps. So he told them, he goes, "Look,
I'd have no problem.
take a drop in the
So you
pie."
want me to take 3?
True. Like,
Taking fiber gummies. Shit out all gold. Be like, son of a bitch. You got me.
It was a pure gold nugget turd. You're like, I don't know what the fuck I was eating.
Crazy.
It's a miracle.
How the fuck did that get in there?
It's a holy miracle, dude.
You guys can have that.
Dude, shitting out all your gold. Shitting out gold
sucks,
suck.
You hear the coins hit the ground while you're shitting.
Oh.
No, these guys are going to be pissed. These guys are going to cut my fucking hands off.
They're going to cut my wife's belly open.
Oh.
Imagine your wife getting gutted by a Muslim man.
Your wife getting gutted. That's the worst part of, history is being in love.
Yeah.
Because your wife is going to get her head cut off and raped in front of you.
Yeah, I mean,
that's history.
There was a huge chance she died in childbirth.
Which is probably pretty tight.
Yeah, dude. The average bro had
the good part's done.
Dude, the average bro had like 3 wives. You would just like back then you were just cream pie and you would only cream pie. And then it was like your wife would die in childbirth and they'd be like, we got to get you another wife. Because you needed a wife. You couldn't not have it. Like it just was like integral to running your farm or whatever you're doing. So we're like, yo, we're getting you another wife. And you just get another wife and just be like, well, resume cream pie. But I'm sure, I'm sure it was a little more emotional than that. But it is kind of crazy when you hear about the bros just fucking constantly. Like they're leasing wives. And they were just like a kid would explode your wife. And you'd get a kid and then be like, damn, time for a new babe.
Damn, the first one was the frogs, dude.
What, the first? Yeah, it was all the frogs. It's all the froggy boys. So basically, Pope Urban, like he set up this big thing. We're under attack by the Muslims. There's a direct affront to Christianity. He was like, so all he really said was like, just go down there and make pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Bring some weapons. And if guys go to check stuff, just fucking, if you fuck them up, We got to go down there and just basically let them know we're not going to stand by this. And like, we should probably control the Holy Land too. Yeah. We should control Jerusalem. That's all. He's like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He IJS'd just the Crusades. He was like, I mean, it's fucked up. We should just, and he told people, if you go down there, your sins are all forgiven. But the caveat was only sins you had confessed to a priest counted. Because some people were like, can I just roll down there? And he said no. But then you would have like, so the word started to spread. And then you had guys like, I think Peter the Hermit started like going and making up versions of that. They were like, yo, no matter what, if you go down there and fuck people up and die, you go to heaven.
Peter the Hermit was the one who got the pores.
Yes.
He was the one going around tricking the pores.
Yeah, and that was November 1095. By December 1095, that was the guy, Peter the Hermit.
The fucking hermit?
Yeah, dude. That was a guy who was famous for, he lived on wine and fish only and was like notoriously busted. The quote is utterly repellent looks. That's what he was known for. For having stanky breath and being utterly repellent through history. But a nasty orator. So
fish and wine.
Fish and wine, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Fish and wine screaming
and being
at people.
Notably ugly in 1096.
Yeah, dude.
Holy
1095.
Shit. You must have been horrendous.
Dude. And then but between December 1095, May 1096, Peter the Hermit amassed 15,000 people. So he got that. He had the army of poors.
He had followers.
Yeah. So he got the army of poors and he was like, this was the People's Crusade, they called it.
Yes.
So he just got a bunch of poor people from France and Germany. And these were the guys that like, he just sent them down straight into Arabia and they got butchered, like instantly died.
Yeah. So he sent 15,000 poor Europeans.
Yes.
Just peasants.
French. He got the French and Germans.
He just got peasants.
These were the guys who...
What the fuck was he getting out of this?
Glory. These guys...
He probably felt pretty good giving the speeches. Then on the boat over, he was probably starting to be like, ooh.
Yeah, we'll see later. He actually was a bit of a yellow belly.
I hope these Seljuks aren't as tough as I've heard. Because me and my guys are not prepared.
He was a bit of a yellow belly, as we see later.
They also used to hit him with like the fucking, don't worry, dude, we don't even need armor. God.
Oh, yeah. The poors went down there and they got it.
They got rocked.
Yes.
Nice.
That's where Crusades come from. It's actually, it was not called the Crusades at first. It was just called the the journey. He's like, make the journey. But then eventually it became like Crusades and Crusade, like way of the cross. So these guys go down to Constantinople. And they also, on the way down there, when they're coming through Rhineland, they broke off to kill the Jews.
Hold the fort.
Some of the German Crusaders just fucking went
What are
DEFCON.
they doing?
They just went DEFCON. On the way down, they just stopped, killed a bunch of Jews.
They were tired.
They were tired. They were sleepy.
They got sleepy.
They got
and
very
said
sleepy.
I'll tell you what, guys. In the morning,
They accidentally, they hadn't had their coffee yet, so they went down and they killed the Jews. Just stopped by. They were crusading. They were warming up. They were warming up. They're like, yeah, you guys don't you guys fucking far from? They're from around there, aren't you guys? They fucking gave them what for?
it's just yeah.
They noogied the Jews on the way down, and then
It is. It explains why the Jews are very like, hey,
dude.
hey, let's tone down the rhetoric.
dude,
Because literally every time out of nowhere, one of you guys decides to get us, dude.
I was talking about this yesterday. It's like, to be fair, people like there's been like tons of bad things that happen to a lot of groups of people, but like they try to eradicate the entire race. That'll get the hair standing up on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Knowing that like that's an idea floating around, like they're, so I don't, white guys like, oh, we're evil, blah blah blah. Almost sounds like what do people say about white guys, that we like control the world unfairly or whatever?
Yeah, we don't deserve to be the
But no
champs.
one wants to kill us.
We don't deserve to be the best.
Yeah, that's all people
We
are
just
saying.
happen to we lucked into being number one.
Yes.
But yeah, go ahead, read about history and what we did.
Yeah.
What it took.
So yeah, that was unfortunate. So then, the People's Crusade, led by Peter the Hermit, tried to cross into Constantinople, and they didn't get anywhere near, and just all of them got butchered. Peter the Hermit, the Yellow Belly, survived and ran back, and you pretty much used that to start summoning more people. So during that whole period, there was real knights and soldiers, like upper crust of society, being like, yo, we're going to go down there. People wanted glory back then really badly. So there's a bunch of like noble born people and like the top cream of the, upper crust of French society who were like, we're going to go down there and do the damn thing. So by then they had about 60 to 100,000 people in France.
Pope, they did condemn the attack on the Jews.
Did they? The
Sorry
Pope
to
did?
circle back. I was reading.
No, that's a good.
I never had heard about the Rhineland massacres.
Yep. How many did they get? What was the numbers?
2,000 estimated. 2,000
Ooh,
Jews.
Really?
That seems high. No, I've never heard of this, but that seems high.
Do we have any photographic evidence
It's
of
like
that?
one drawing, and there's only like 6 guys in the drawing. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. I'm gonna call bullshit. I've done a little bit of research. Nah,
I don't think so.
that doesn't sound like something we would do.
So they get the upper crust, the real knights and soldiers. They get 60 to 100K people. Basically 7,000 to 10,000 were fully mounted knights on the minute.
Sick.
On the ponies.
On
They
the
had
tiny
7
horses.
to 10. Yep, on
Yes.
tiny horses. 35K to 50K were infantry, and the remaining bunch were just women and children.
Bring down the kids.
WC.
You're gonna have to bring the women and children.
The rest were just for fun.
If I was going on crusade, I would. You know who I would want nagging the entire trip? I'd like wife and kids.
You needed them. Also, though, to be fair, if
If you left them, they were dead.
they were dying.
Yeah.
Yes, you had to bring them into battle, and the night gets lonely, dude. Night gets lonely.
Yeah, you're gonna want some kids.
So these dudes would like, this is still like, feudal time. So like you would be like living on a fiefdom, and the knight would be like, yo, I'm crusading. That means if I ride, we all ride.
Yeah, we're all going.
So they all had like a posse that had to go to the crusades with them every single time.
This guy opening your wooden hut door,
Oh,
your
dude.
hovel, being like, "Get up."
I hope today's not too hard. He's like, where are
Get
we
up.
going? We're walking to the Holy
We're gonna
Land.
have to walk to. It's like, where's that? Like, I don't know.
I have no clue.
There's no maps.
For what? Be like they were making people shit on the border of some fucking, I don't know, man. Come on, stop fucking asking questions.
Yeah, put down the mud you're eating. Get up.
Yeah, and the knights, they wore a thick chainmail armor. That was a big thing here. Like you were
Perfect
saying,
for the desert.
dude, the Seljuk Turks were light armor, moving quickly.
Yeah.
These knights were built for just like slow,
Yeah.
just thick, heavy warfare. So they had big metal helmets, big metal shields, double-sided long swords, about 2 feet.
Yeah.
These swords about 2 feet, which, by the way, they weren't really sharp. The long swords are more of a bludgeoning tool.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. They would just crack you with this fucking thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they could probably stab you with the front of it. Then they had, swords, longbows, all that stuff. Rudimentary crossbows back then, too.
Longbows are pretty tight.
They're nasty.
300
yards.
Don't
300
even start
yards,
on the
bro.
British longbows. Dude.
300 yards those things are going back in 1095.
The British are very proud of the longbows.
Did they start them?
Which is the gay, of course, the British are the longbows. We stand back here and we fire upon you.
Dude, 300 yards.
You'll listen to us now. God damn it. You know, I always thought that those like leather caps they all used to wear about as gay as it gets.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of the cool outfits, but the little leather. You ever see a longbowman?
When did they wear like old motorcycle helmets?
Longbowmen look like sissies, dude.
What are they rocking? Let me see. So now I'm curious. I'm imagining like a leather skull cap with like a belt buckle hanging down over
Crusader
your
ones
ears.
look pretty sick.
Let me see.
But
these.
no, they're Robin Hood types. Like tights.
Oh yeah. It's kind of sick though. I mean, you're just throwing in Robin Hood in there, so I'm being like, yeah, that guy kind of ruled.
Actually, I am starting to like these.
So these dude, they would show up in fucking yoga pants and just launch bows and arrows at you.
They'd get Lululemons.
dude.
Yeah.
How fucking funny was that?
These hats. They'll go like the guy in the yellow. That fucking.
Yeah, that's.
I hate these dudes.
God,
I hate those dudes.
They wore like knapsacks on their heads and just launched bows and arrows.
But you toss a cross on any uniform, I'm like, dude, that's sick.
Yeah. I mean, dude, to be fair, that is pretty nice to be like a prairie mother and just be firing bows and arrows 300
Just
feet.
crushing tough dudes.
Just over the walls of a village, just causing an absolute. That was the funny thing you'll see in the warfare back then. It was like you just sat outside somebody's village or like city, really, and just bothered them.
Yeah, you siege
Try to
them.
start. Yeah,
Toss
siege warfare.
Diseased animals over.
It's so
You're like, this
sick.
stinks like shit. Throw it over there.
So,
What about Lululemon?
oh, dude, how funny was that?
That was one of the funniest.
We talked to we're jumping to the present day timeline, present day TL
Timeline.
present day. Me and Shane were walking. The bro came up. We're chatting. It was pretty sick. And then we were walking past Lululemon. And in my head, I was thinking like, how funny it would be if this dude thought we were going into Lululemon right now. Didn't say it. And the guy was like, all right, later, ducks off, and he's going to Lululemon. And Shane goes, do they even sell? Totally serious, by the way. You're like, do they sell guy clothes in there? And he stops and goes, you knew that, dude. You fucking knew that because he was going in there to buy guy clothes.
He was very nervous. Just, you knew that, dude.
That made me laugh. Dude, I'd be so
made
mad.
me feel bad. I wasn't trying to make fun of him.
No, but it was so funny. You're like, holy shit, they sell guy clothes in there?
Yeah.
He goes, did you fucking do that,
You
dude?
knew that, dude. You busted my chops. Come on, man. Don't make fun of me.
Oh man, that was making me laugh. So,
Sorry, I am paying attention. I'm just looking at. I'm looking things up.
Please,
with
no,
you.
keep researching, dude. So so here's the thing with the First Crusade. None of the European kings entered the First Crusade, so the forces were all kind of split and unorganized. So there was all these factions of knights where you'd have like these high upper crust, like knightly caste, like Lannister type guys who were like vying for total. There was like 5 or 6 guys who thought that they should have been like crowned the like, reigning supreme over the entire First Crusade.
Yeah.
But there was no real process for it other than like enough people thinking you were sick and like declaring the fact that you were.
So we're talking Raymond of Toulouse.
Yep.
Toulouse.
Yep.
Adhemar of Lepie.
Bohemia.
Godfrey of Bouillon.
Yes, dude.
Baldwin of Boulogne.
Yep.
Hugh of Vermande. Stephen of Blois.
Stephen rules, dude.
Stephen of Blois.
That was Robert's brother-in-law, Stephen.
Robert of Flanders. Robert Curtis.
Dude, so here's
Pete the Hermit.
here's the here's another thing too people don't realize. There's a lot of people say these guys were opportunistic, like they were just going there just for their own themselves.
To loot.
Here's the thing, dude.
For booty.
So yeah, there was dudes who were seeking military glory and had their sights set on basically like setting up like new towns and cities. They would be kings, but they could never be a king really, but they could be the king of like some other place. But there was other guys too. They have like records of people selling like all of their property. They had like knight type dudes who would sell their entire family fortune to go over there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just people like.
Yeah, there are dudes that bought in.
There was a lot of them that do it, and there was also the fact that like if you didn't go, you looked like a fucking pussy. So like if everyone else went, if you were like all knights, and it was like why aren't we going? It's
when
like,
everyone goes, how do you not just take everyone's shit?
Yeah,
be
but
like, all right, my army's gonna stay.
You
now we're gonna take everything.
But then it would be like, dude, you'd be a crime against your own country, man. And like it's like the whole honor thing. They'd be like, so you coward, backstabber. So they would get back and like they would burn your whole family alive.
Oh yeah, there's always the threat of that.
Yeah, while they were out avenging.
That was a good deterrent.
Yeah, dude. While they were out avenging God, you stole all of their shit, and then you're getting tarred and feathered. Your family's getting raped and killed.
Damn it.
Yeah. So here's the main characters according to this book. The main characters of the First Crusade with a little something about them: Count Raymond of Toulouse. He was a 50-year-old war veteran from southern France who had experienced fighting the Moors in the southern front. He was also rumored to have his eye ripped out by his face by a Muslim on the border of a holy city on pilgrimage.
Well, that'll fucking piss you off.
Yep, and he said he kept it all the way back as a reminder to show people, being like, fuck those guys. So he was pissed off. So that he had his never forget. Bohemond of Taranto, he was a 40-year-old Italian Norman. And he grew up while his father, Robert the Wily, was conquering Italy. So I don't really know who the Norman are, but whatever. I just imagine them as like the whiter Italians.
I think so.
Gardine, you might be a Norman. So this guy, Bohemond, he was basically just grew up in an ongoing military conquest. And it says I think his dad was doing, he was fighting the Greeks, or he was fighting the Greeks in oh no.
Tell you what, this is why I was always confused, because Norman, you would think Normandy in France.
Which
is northern France. The Normans were a population arising in the medieval Duchy of Normandy from the intermingling between Norse Viking settlers and indigenous West Franks and Gallo-Romans. The term is also used to denote emigrants from the duchy who conquered other territories such as England and Sicily. So he was just from Sicily.
Okay.
But Normandy's borders the channel between England and...
Is that what it is?
So yeah, like D-Day.
So this guy might have been a Viking. He might have been just a regular...
Could have been a
dude.
Wop or a Viking.
Yeah.
That's kind of...
Got you.
But if you said he was a Italian Norman, he was Sicilian.
That's probably what it was. So he grew up while his dad was just like devastating parts of Italy. Came of age. He like just was doing, that was like his work, going to work with his dad.
Yeah.
Grows up and then he fights the Greeks in a 4-year Balkan campaign. He was rumored to be tall as fuck and jacked. And they were like, he knows a lot about, everyone was like, yeah, this dude's like legit. But he also, for some reason, didn't have any money, which is weird. So he was like seeking riches. He had like military experience, but he just like didn't have any dough. And he was joined by his cousin Tancred of Hauteville, Duke of Lower Lorraine.
I like it.
So Tancred was his boy, and Tancred apparently was very... These two dudes had their eyes on the prize politically.
Yeah.
These guys were like, we want to take different other stuff, or take like territory. Then there was Godfrey of Bouillon, dude, beast, enemy of the Pope. It was in hot water. He ruined church property. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. He had beef with the Pope. The Pope was not well liked at this point.
Pope was a bitch, dude.
He was rubbing up against like the elites, and they were like, dude, fuck off. And that's why they think the Pope this was like basically a power play.
Yeah.
From...
This is from Alexios in Constantinople.
What do you mean?
Constantinople.
Oh, Alexios is that what it was from?
Alexios, well, the reason, quick research.
Yeah.
That is important. The reason the Pope was doing that is because the Byzantine Empire was fighting with the Muslims. So the Byzantine Empire, which is like modern day Turkey ish.
They reached out.
The fucking Constantinople was, the Muslims were over there.
Yeah.
They were doing battle with them, and they were like, Christian brothers, we need help. Send some people. And the Pope was like, Muslims are pieces of shit. And
that was part of it. They go and they have to help him.
Yeah.
And that was the big beef, because they wanted to go take the holy cities, and a lot of the Crusades was just them helping like strategic cities of Constantinople. Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because it's the Eastern Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had his whole sight set on retaking all this. That's the whole first crusade was them taking back cities for the for the bros to the east. So Godfrey, he was also jacked and tall, and apparently the area he lorded over was like notoriously unruly. And so like it just sucked. Like he got a bad land to take care of, and it was just like you're a constant threat of being cooed.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like, people assume he wanted to crusade so he could get a new fiefdom in the east. He was kind of like, this kind of sucks, I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
So his brother, Baldwin of Bouillon, was also a power-hungry bro. So he went with him. So that was the southern faction of France. And then there was the northern Frenchman. There was Robert, Duke of Normandy. His brother was the King of England. And then he was joined by Stephen, his brother-in-law.
It's not Lionheart right now, is it? Who's the King of England?
No, Lionheart I think was Second Crusade. I forget the name of the guy, the King of England. It was like, I don't remember. But then his cousin, Robert II, Count of Flanders, came too.
Richard was...
Yeah, he wasn't yet.
He was 100 years later.
Yeah, that was the second one, right?
Yeah.
Apparently the Lionheart was the fucking man.
Richard Lionheart? Dude, how sick is that name?
Dude. So
I'm sorry I'm cutting you off.
No, please. I actually like the whatchamacallits, the different researches. It actually helps. So a full year passes, dude. A full year passes, and then all these dudes, like the 7 Knights and all their forces.
I'm sorry to cut you off again.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at Richard Lionheart's Wikipedia, and it says early life, blah, blah, blah. Next thing is king and crusader. So I clicked it. First thing, coronation and anti-Jewish violence. Hold the fort.
No, not again.
God damn it.
Lionheart?
Yeah. They think he was Richard Lionheart was gay. He said, "I'll be behind the couch."
What?
Richard the First was officially invested as Duke of Normandy on July 20th, 1189, and crowned king in Westminster Abbey on September 3rd, 1189. Tradition barred all Jews and women from the event. Some Jewish leaders arrived to present gifts for the new king. According to Ralph of Diceto, Richard's courtiers stripped and flogged the Jews and then flung them out of court.
Dude,
God damn it, dude.
There's nothing funny about denying access to Jews or denying access to women, but when you pair them together, it's very funny for some reason.
Yeah.
It's like no Jews or women. It's like,
why?
Why the fuck?
Then a rumor spread that Richard had ordered all the Jews to be killed.
Oh no.
You know how that rumor kicks up?
Yeah.
And the people of London attacked the Jewish population.
Jeez, man. I think it's like something you got to do. I think it's like, they hit like a ship with a bottle before it goes off.
Yeah.
If you go to fight Muslims, you have to like just rough some Jews up and then run over to the Muslims. It's a warm up. You're like, all right.
It's a tradition.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dude, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah. What the fuck?
That's so fucking bizarre. But there's no like, they never mention it. They're like, oh yeah, and then like right during that time, they like just fucked the Jews up, and then they went and did the Crusades too.
Yeah.
But also, it's probably just part of that. Like, yeah, you're fucking kind of like those guys. What the fuck they doing? Tell us.
Once the Pope starts like,
yeah,
you're either Christian or we kill you. That's what we got to go over there and do. They're like, hey,
true.
You know these guys with the land that live next to us?
Yeah.
We can go take all their stuff.
Yeah, they're probably kind of crushing on the Jews for. Yeah, it's the green light.
But I also think the Jews weren't doing great.
No, back then I thought
European Jews, I think, were not doing that great back then.
Well, there's that whole thing of like I don't know when in medieval times they said they were like barred from doing certain jobs and they only let them do money stuff. So they'd be like, you guys can loan money and be like the money changers.
Yeah.
And then they were saying like these like dukes and lords would be like, if they wanted to gain favor, they could be like, you know who's fucking you guys over? The Jews. And they'd be like, they're loaning you all this money, but the Christians weren't allowed. By their thing, they weren't allowed to loan money, so they just it's like when they outsource torture. They'd be like, all right, Jews, you guys do the money stuff, and then they would be like, yo, these Jews are fucking you guys.
God damn, hold the fort again.
This is what it was. When they would end up owing their money lenders, who were the Jews, money, they'd be like, or I'll just turn my whole population against you guys and never pay you back. So.
All right, I'm sorry.
No,
sorry to cut you off.
That's actually.
I was just trying to look up Lionheart.
That's riveting stuff, though.
First thing you click on is he flogged a bunch of Jews when he got coronated.
No Jews, no women. That's the thing.
I do like that. Then the rumor started
that he's gay.
That Richard said all Jews should be killed, and the people of London attacked them.
But that was just a rumor.
Yeah,
that people saw the flogging and they took the flogging out of context. Oh my God. So a year after Pope Urban gives a speech, November 1096, the waves of crusaders start flowing through Istanbul, capital of the Byzantine Empire. So they still weren't like in a cohesive force. So they rolled through Constantinople in waves over the course of 6 months.
Yeah.
So it comes into play because the first to arrive was Godfrey, who every time like a wave of crusaders came by, the dude you're talking about, Alexius or whatever,
yeah,
he would get like whoever was in charge of them, he'd take them in and he would just shower them with gifts and be like, yo, you're going to do what I want.
You're going
to help me out here. You kind of don't have a choice. And he would give them tons of like military, he promised them military reinforcements. And also he was like, I know how the Seljuk Turks operate because I've been fighting them. So he was like, I'll tell you what you need to do, but like I'm going to point to cities and you guys are going to do that.
Yeah.
That was a point of contention the whole time during it because they wanted Jerusalem, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we're here. There was dudes who were really there for religious purposes. And they would just be kind of like, they'd be like, we're going, dude, we're going. We just got to stop at this one. And they're like,
Just stop here. Stop here.
They would get so mad.
Get me all this stuff.
Also, this has actually made me laugh. The deal was also that any cities captured that used to belong to the Byzantine Empire would be handed back to the empire. So, like, none of you French, because Alexius thought the French were notoriously, they were spazzes and they were selfish, greedy. He was like, they're selfish, greedy spazzes.
Yeah.
So he was like, I don't want them taking any of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they would, if they took a city, they would probably just be like, no, this is French now.
That was another one. That was another thing that was going on. But, and the thing that really like threw Godfrey for a loop is when he came into the room, Alexius didn't give him any kisses, dude. He just sat there like this in a throne. Usually it was a customary to get up and do kisses. And he was like, Alexius gave no kisses.
He didn't kiss.
Which kind of like threw Godfrey for a loop where he was like, damn, this dude fucking rules.
Oh, he respected him.
He thought it was so regal to be like, he was like looking at like a highborn lord and just welcome. And their cities were like unlike anything they had over, like, fucking Paris was nothing compared to Constantinople. Yeah. It was nothing. Like, their walls were, the walls they had around these cities were just fucking nuts.
Yeah, you got goddamn Seljuks outside throwing rocks.
True.
And shit at
they had a reason for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if they probably had some people. Do you think they had any people back then that were against them? The walls?
They were like, tear down the wall.
Tear down these walls.
Borders are bad. It's like, we left the door open one night and 10 people got fucking skinned alive, dude. No, we got to get walls.
So over the course of 6 months, every single night basically accepted the same terms. They would just get showered in gifts. I'm like, yeah, well, like, any city is yours. Like, you know, they'd be like, they also wanted to be under his banner because they were like, this dude rules. They saw a city. They had like tons of like cool relics and shit. And they were like, dude, like, that was a big, relics were a huge deal. So they were like, dude, we'll fight under your banner. They wanted him personally to lead them. So that was like a matter of honor.
Sick.
Which he never did. But the Count Raymore of Toulouse.
He wasn't getting up, dude. He wasn't getting up for kisses. And they're like, we want you to lead us. And
he was watching. No, he'd be like, I'm not going to be anywhere near, but he was watching.
Yeah.
He comes into play later. But the Count Raymore of Toulouse was the only one who told Alexius to fuck off. This guy was so rich. He was like, bro, I don't give a fuck. He's like, I'll go do the cities you want me to, but I'll let you know what I decide to do. So he was the only one Alexius couldn't flip, and Alexius was like, whatever, I have enough people. So February 1097, the Crusaders arrive on the shores of Asia Minor and plan to attack Nicaea. And this is what happened. This is why the People's Crusade actually was good, because when they all went down there, so the Sultan of the region that the second wave of Crusaders came into was named Khalij Aslan. And he was the one in charge of like that area that had to smash all the poor guys who walked in there. So when he heard another wave of Crusaders was coming, he was just like, whatever, and he left.
He was like, great.
Dude, he was like, he wanted to handle like personal biz in the East. So he was like, I got to go do a land dispute. If these guys come, just fuck them up.
Just kill them again.
He's like, I'll be back. But him and all of his boys left, so they got to cross the Bosphorus, which I don't even know what that is, but that was like an area, I guess, between like
that might be Turkey.
Is that what that? Yeah, maybe. But they got to set up a beachhead, so that was a big deal. They got to like set up a good strategic position, completely uncontested, all because those poor idiots led by Peter the Hermit went and died. So that didn't all count to nothing.
The Bosphorus is where you cross to get from. So Istanbul borders Europe and Asia.
Okay,
and the Bosphorus is the strait that separates it.
Yeah, so they got to go across that completely uncontested and set up a beachhead, which I don't know what a beachhead is either, but I was like,
a beachhead
does sound pretty sick. I'm guessing it's some sort of like,
it's like a landing area.
Oh, okay.
It's like you set up kind of like a fort where you can cross.
So they set up to
guess.
Yep,
it's just what I assume.
So they set up the beachhead. Also, Aslan was the one who had captured Nicaea and was using it for like his personal capital of whatever his territory was. So May 6, 1097, Crusaders arrive outside of Nicaea, and the town is protected by 3 miles of 30-foot walls with 100 towers, they say.
Damn.
There's 100 battlements or whatever they call them. And the western edge of the city bordered the Ascanian Lake, which fucked them up because they wanted to set up a total blockade. And they couldn't because no matter what, they had like that partial, whatchamacallit. They could get reinforcements with ships, and there was nothing they could do for that. So, hold on, time out. There's a part that says jump to my notes. I think I passed, but
jump to notes. Jump to notes. We're talking about the siege of Nicaea. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, but I'm trying to. My pages jumped a couple. Because I ran out of time doing it in my computer. All right, here we go. So we crossed the Asia Minor. Cardini, can you pause real quick? Here we go. I got him right now. So Khalij returns to the capital in late spring and just sees the capital. They're talking about Nicaea is surrounded by French forces. That he's like, damn, these guys have like horses and weaponry.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, I might have fucked up. So he's coming back. He sees her there. He goes, I'm going to launch a surprise attack. I'm going to launch a surprise attack on these dudes. And he probably would have fucked them up. But the secret plot was foiled because the French forces they just captured a Turkish spy who they tortured and threatened with death. And he spilled the beans about the surprise attack. So they knew that Khalij was coming again. He would have, if he surprised them, they said he would have fucked him up. So Khalij attacks. They know he's coming. And they just overwhelm him with their sheer numbers. Because again, they had like 60,000.
He spilled the goddamn beans.
They fucked up. They were ready for him, and they just completely overwhelmed him, ruined the surprise. Khalij has to retreat, and this was like a tremendous blow to the morale of his Muslim troops. Because back then, the Muslims were like, and they were pretty much like militarily superior on like their strategy was better. They were
especially
better
there,
exactly
especially over there,
exactly for the temps and everything, and that kind of fucked them up because they were like, wait a second, like they didn't think they could lose these guys at all because they just slaughtered like 15,000 of them. So the Crusaders take the dead Muslim dudes, decapitate it like hundreds of corpses, put their heads on pikes outside of the walls of Nicaea, and just sat there and just terrorized them. And they were even throwing heads over the wall. They were just being fucking jerks, dude.
They're being fucking
so
dickheads.
Then the Turks then responded by lowering. So they had Christians living within Nicaea, so they started killing their Christian population. You don't really hear about, but they started killing their Christian population.
You don't hear about that too much, but that's all right.
They started lowering down dead Christians on hooks outside of the walls. It's like oh yeah, fuck you. And they let these dead Christians rot outside the walls of their city.
Yeah.
So
and the Crusaders were like, dude, we don't care.
They got pissed.
We don't even know those guys.
No, they would actually. So when they put the heads on the walls,
we're throwing the heads of your friends back.
The Muslims, they would cry and grit their teeth, but then when they would do it to us, we would cry and get upset too. So we would
not let a gnashing of teeth.
Yeah, we would. Both sides would cry and be like, "Oh, come on, what the fuck." So then the Crusaders are going, all right, so they got we can only do
all right, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That's
dude.
the line.
Don't do that. Don't lower them down on hooks.
And I think the Muslims technically were punching down at this point.
They were punching down.
Because technologically they're superior. So they were still punching down, which the Christians were like, that's not funny.
That's not funny. We're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's punching up.
So then the Crusaders are going, all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do two styles of siege warfare simultaneously. We're going to do a blockade of the north, east, and south to slow their food intake, and we're going to launch siege warfare. We're going to scale the ladders, or we're going to scale the walls with ladders, which the ladders failed instantly.
Yeah.
So they got a 3-quarter blockade. That's going well. I'm pretty sure the ladders just got pushed down off the walls. Yeah, like that just didn't work at all. So then they try to build
God, ladders are hard now. Like a 10-foot ladder in their house is scary.
I'm shaking
it's
with
like
someone.
Metal.
Yeah, dude.
You have like a wooden 80-foot fucking or 30-foot ladder
that they built.
That a guy on top's just gonna. You're gonna get home alone right off that thing.
Dude, they would set up, chop down trees, and build siege weaponry right outside of your thing, and you'd be like, "What are they doing?" Like they're building siege weaponry.
They're trying to build weapons.
It's like, so you'd watch a bunch of like a construction site for like 4 days, put together a ladder, and then just be like, "Get the fuck off!"
Get the hot tar ready. We gotta dump it on morons trying to crawl over.
They were destroying them with that stuff.
Hot tar would be a real negative experience.
So they started to build some stone throwing machines to break the walls, but like there was like pure North Korea missile launch. It was not going anywhere. So then they started to. This was actually kind of sick. They would get these really light ladders and they would set up like distractions on one part of the thing, so that like people started, and then they put up another ladder real quick and start kind of going over and fucking them up. So that was.
I like that walls worked for a long time,
dude. They were really. I mean, you'd have
walls was just like, all right, we can't beat these guys.
It was over the wall.
They've got a wall,
but if you get a full blockade, you could starve them to death. Yeah, that's what a lot of people. That's like kind of like that was the most. It's pretty much all they try to do the whole time.
Yeah, siege.
So they're doing that. You know, they're trying to like sneak in and do all that. It was like they were kind of making some headway, but not really. And a lot of the times, the dudes who were like launching these like ladder attacks, like you were saying, you were getting. Oh no, that's what they were doing. They started trying to go. So they had the ladders to go up and create a distraction, and then they'd run in and try to like sneak in and kind of disturb parts of the wall by hand. And meanwhile, they were getting their arrows at them, rocks dropped on them, and boiling oil to like just try to like dent the land or dent the whatchamacallit, the walls and fuck them up. And the whole time they would put like these wooden timber shields over them. So that was the thing they were doing. I'm sorry. They would have one guy putting a ladder up to distract, and then they had this big wooden thing they'd kind of like sneak in under and try to like fuck the wall up, and they would just be dropping rocks and boiling oil on you. So the one they built was called the Fox. That was the one that kind of blocked the oil. So like if we have this wooden thing, it'll just kind of like go off the thing. So they 20 dudes were under it, and it collapsed on them and crushed them. So that was the northern guys, and the southern French guys made a sturdier like big wooden shield, and they actually started a siege mine where that you start to dig underneath the walls. So like fuck it, we'll go under the walls. If we can't go over, if we can't break the walls, we'll do a siege mine. And what they would do is that you would dig a hole and then light a fire, because you wanted to like find their like underpinnings and burn them out, and then see like if you could get a bunch of earth out from under the walls part of the walls would crumble. So they go in on June 1st, 1097. They set up their siege mine. They burn their wood, and a section of like the wall actually collapsed in the bottom. They got like a little bit of an opening. The Turks fixed it in one day, bro.
Son of a bitch.
No further progress was made.
Damn it.
No further progress was made. So then the Crusaders chilled for 2 weeks, just being like, I don't know, what do you want to do? But dude, Alexius had been sitting there chilling in the Ascian Lake. No one knew he was there. Small Navy fleet there, just waiting. He was to the west of the city. He'd been kind of watching, observing the siege, kind of like, all right, not too bad. He also sent his top eunuch general, Tacitus, who also had his nose sliced off and wore a golden replica. So he had a eunuch with no nose, no dong, who he was like, you go down there and advise the troops and like kind of help these guys. Damn. I'm going to chill up here. And then Alexius. So
he had a complete freak show. He had a they.
Dude, he had a full fucking
He
they.
had a complete they.
He had an absolute creature, dude.
One of the OG theys.
Yep. He had an
Like, sir, what do we do? Actually.
Tacitus. So he sends Tacitus down, but these guys would see him and be like, fuck this dude. He was mythical.
That guy's awesome.
Mythical. So then June 18th, Alexius dispatched his secret flotilla, which is a sick word, of of ships to cut Nicaea off. So he completed the blockade. So now they can actually do the
now they're going to start getting hungry.
Yep. So then as the city gets kind of fully constricted, the Franks launched another land attack on the Turks, and the Turks were like, we give up. They put up the ladders again. Uncle. Yeah. So then the emperor, Alexius comes, meets with the French knights, and decides that Antioch is the next target. And he also goes, you guys can keep Tacitus and a small force of Byzantine troops. So Nicaea fell. They took Nicaea in, a few months. And he also kind of like, he sent the Tacitus and his bros nice. And he was like, that's when he started telling them like, dude, this is how you're going to have to cross now like a large strip of desert to go to Constantinople. Or no, Antioch. He's like, you're going to have to cross like some pretty brutal terrain. Here's how you do it. And like, here's what you do. So that's the start of crossing the Asia Minor. So these guys are all like nice. They're pumped on themselves. So they're still wrestling with a lack of centralized leadership, because they're all trying to vie for like who's the top guy, and nobody really got the total glory because none of the Frenchmen were really successful. Southern French were kind of like high on their hog. The northern guys were like, they stink this whole time. Yeah. They don't do anything. So the French guys are kind of like, this is nice, but really it was Alexius who came and turned the tides of the war. So that's kind of the big deal right now. It's like, how can we stay as one unified force? And also crossing Asia Minor, they're trying to figure out, they're like, if we stay in one cohesive force, it'll take us forever to cross. Because I guess it was a kind of like a narrow, there's parts of the roads that were kind of narrow. So they were like, either we're going to split into a bunch of little forces and move quickly, or stay in one big blob of people, which will take too long. So then they decided like, let's just split north and south, half and half. Yeah. That way we're still pretty strong, but we're a little lighter on the feet and we can move. So Khalij Aslan so they split up. They're like,
Yeah.
all right, let's start walking across in the Asia Minor. The defeated Khalij amasses an army, and he laid in wait for it. Like he's like, I'm gonna fuck these guys up when I see them, because they retreated back and they kind of like hung back there. So the first guys to come were the Northerners, and they did that Seljuk Turk warfare where they would encircle,
just ride around, shoot bows and arrows.
That's
on
what
your
they
horses.
did, dude. So they circled the Crusaders, and the Crusaders have no fucking clue what's going on. So some of them start to break rank and flee, but I guess Bohemond was with them as well. He was from the southern thing. So Bohemond and Robert somehow got all of their forces to hold their ground in the middle of the siege. They were like, dude, stand your ground. And they just made like kind of like just set up like a little makeshift defensive camp. So they're just getting just pelted with arrows for for hours, getting pelted. And they also, the only thing they did to boost morale, they did a whisper down the lane, and they went, stand together, brothers in Christ. And they all just did a, whatchamacallit. Oh, they said, stand fast together, trusting in Christ and the victory of the Holy Cross. Today, may we all gain much booty. That was the thing.
Yes.
That was the thing. They went, may all gain much
And
booty.
at the end, it was like, Baldwin's mom's a slut.
So then they have this like makeshift kind of defensive camp. The Turks break the ranks and just start fucking going through, killing men, women, and children. And then this is when women started offering themselves up to the fucking Turks. Fully being like, this is like highborn noble wives being like, just take me. I'm like a princess. I'm a European. And they were like, come fuck me. Basically being like giving up the pussy.
Yeah.
They did the honeypot. The bros still held it down despite all of this stuff of like their kids dying, women just being
women immediately being like, well, things are going bad. I should probably fuck the guys who are winning.
Turncoats, yeah.
Disgusting.
Turncoats, dude. So but then the southern force eventually arrives 5 hours into the Turks breaking ranks, and it's just a fucking melee. Southern forces arrive and repel the Turks. You're dealing with 4,000 Christians dead, 3,000 Turks died. And that like makes in that little like quick little surprise attack. Khalij gives up at this point because it was technically a loss for the Turks since they were the ones who had to retreat. So the Christians after that battle, that was like their last like military thing they had to go through. So now they get to pass through Anatolia for a 3-month march. This is the summer of 1097. So after they do that, they get hit with starvation and disease. They actually don't have any water. So 500 people died along with a bunch of oxen, mules, and horses. And then there's dudes walking around with their mouth open trying to catch the mist. And finally, after, however long it took, they found a river and a bunch more people died from drinking too much water. People and animals pigged out on the water and died. And there's another thing too. They have they went into like extensive detail over how many like oxes and mules and horses died. That was like they almost seemed more concerned about it than people, because they were like, dude, it was like losing your whip, dude. These knights had to start walking. They were like, these boots were not made for walking, dude.
They got all that fucking armor and shit.
Yeah. So that kind of fucked them up. Also, at some point during this journey, Godfrey gets attacked by a bear and lives.
Fucking bear attacked him.
This is just to get to the other place.
Yeah.
Baldwin breaks off and heads. He went east towards Syria, and he wants to set. He was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm out. I'm setting up my own lordship." But they would be like, "We're also gonna." He's like, "I'm gonna help."
Something funny?
What?
8 million horses died in World War I.
Really?
That seems high.
Yeah. I'd have to see the pictures.
I think they're lying.
I'd have to see I mean, they do say practice skepticism to everything you hear.
When I hear that 8 million horses died, I go, that's a lot of
That's
horses.
the scientist in me. I just go, how many of those guys?
Too many.
And they did what? I need proof. I'm a scientist.
Yeah. Me. I'm sorry.
So this guy, Baldwin, breaks off and he goes, look, I'm going to go check out these other places and set up like my own cities just so I can really help you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm
looking out for you guys.
And he said he was going down to free Armenian Christians from the Turks. So he goes and he starts fucking up like Turkish villages. And the Armenian ruler, his name is Thoros, invites Baldwin to just join with him. And he's like so pumped on Baldwin. He's like, he adopts him as a son. They did this weird like ceremony where they both put on one shirt together. It's like, that's to signify. Yeah, Baldwin is like, gay. This is gay. And then months later, the king was suspiciously murdered. And Baldwin just completely took the whole place over.
What the fuck happened to him? Anyway,
Baldwin
I'll take over.
He was like, yeah, dude, I'll be your son, and just fucking murdered the guy.
Yeah.
So then he takes control of this like weird kingdom in Armenia, and he was the very first one to start a Latin state of his own in the east. It was named Idea or something. So autumn 1097, the armies of the Crusades regroup in Syria. They're not doing well, and now they have to capture Antioch. So the first one was kind of like, yeah, this is cool. Now they're like genuinely really fucked up.
Yeah, they're on fumes.
They're definitely on fumes.
They're
So
dying.
one of their boys broke off and absolutely came up, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Broke off, and he's like now the king of Armenia. Also, that's tough. That's a tough condition. So Antioch was nestled between the Orontes River and the foot of two different mountains. I think the Romans had actually built it. So it was a 3-mile wall, 60 feet high with 60 towers. That's fun. I mean, the first one was 30 feet. This is 60 feet high. So, but the thing is, and this is what kind of gave them the first Crusades, the Turkish leadership was like, it was nothing but brats. It was all spoiled brats, and they were constantly having power struggles between them. So the city of Antioch was being torn apart by a civil war between two brothers. And they also, for some reason, only had 500 soldiers in the city, which was enough to man the defenses.
The walls of Antioch are fucking cool looking.
It was the Romans, bro. The Romans fucking fortified it. And it just sat there for, however long. And they only had 500 soldiers inside of the walls. So that wasn't, but it was enough to man the defenses, but it was kind of like, it's not the best if they get in there. So there were 6 gates. The Latins set up another partial blockade because they could only do 3 of the 6 gates of the city, and then did the same thing where they try to launch light skirmishes, and they started doing psyops too, the same shit where they were like trying to catapult dead bodies into the walls. So after the first small skirmish, they were like going up, killing people, getting knocked off the ladders or whatever. They took 100 dead Muslims, piked their heads like usual. And at night, the Muslims snuck out to bury the dead people that were up on like the pikes and take their bodies. And the Crusaders noticed this, dug the bodies up, defiled the corpses, and then the Turks got very sad. And then again, the Muslims do a thing of killing Antioch Christians and hanging them over the walls and like threw their heads over with catapults at the Crusaders. The Crusaders get pissed off. And then it's wintertime. And the bros start freezing, dude. So they don't have any food. Yeah, they don't have any food, and like I think 1 out of 5 of the Crusaders died this winter of 1098. So now we're in January, dude. People are eating dogs and rats, animal skins and seeds and grains found in manure, and they're trying to figure out why God is punishing them. Because they also had like a religious leader. So now that like 1 in 5 people are dying of starvation, they go to the bishop and they're kind of like, dude, what the fuck? Like, make sense of this is bullshit. And I think it's your fault. And the bishop literally goes and prays on it. And he goes, guys, it's the women.
It's not my fault.
He says the women. He literally came to the Crusaders. He goes, these women are fucking sinning. So the women have to you got to send all your wives back. These guys got to get the fuck out of here. They're fucking it up for everybody. So then, and some people, obviously there's dudes start to desert. People are like, this is bullshit. Peter the Hermit tries to run away. And they catch him by Tancred, by the way. Tancred catches Peter the Hermit and he goes, dude, get the fuck back here. They drag his ass back. They didn't let him desert, which kind of bullshit on
Peter Hermit's
PDH.
a bitch.
He's a total fucking pussy. So they lead 2 separate. Oh no, actually, so yeah, the 2 Muslim forces attack them as well during the winter, but the Muslims are repelled. So that kind of rolls. Spring 1098, food and resources arrive. I think the British actually sent them. So so they send English ships with like weapons and all kinds of materials so they can build proper siege weapons. April 1098. The city is. Okay, so the city they cut even more doors off. They cut more gates off to the city, and they also had some more like support come, and eventually, but then so they're like, all right, we're gonna go pretty good. Oh no, they had the Shiites rolled up, and the Shiites were like, yo, they just came and like checked them out, and we're like, we got you if you need us, because that actually worked pretty well.
Yeah,
people say the Franks were barbarians, but they did enough stuff to like send people down, talk to the Shiites, because there was that Sunni Shiite kind of divide. So the Shiites were kind of like, yeah, we'll ride with you guys. Now they're pumped. But then they hear that the Sultan of Baghdad is sending a large force of Antioch, 40,000 Syrian and Mesopotamian troops, which would outnumber the surviving French 2-1. So they catch that news and they literally go, shit.
We gotta hurry.
So they set up an emergency council. So Boema devises a pretty nasty plan because they're like, now it's like they got to get within the walls of the city or they're going to die. So he tells the council of all the other noblemen, he goes, look, what if one of us devises a plan to actually get into the city and like takes it over, could we just say that it's that person's city?
Keepsies.
Yeah, it was Keepsies. Yeah. He calls Keepsies. He's like, whoever
does it.
I'm not saying it's me, but like, would you guys be cool with that? And they were so desperate. They're like, yeah, dude, for sure. So Boema goes, well, now that we've made that deal, I actually have a man. He's got a man on the inside of the city, and he goes, he'll let us inside of the city.
He's gonna open the door.
We don't got to. He'll just let us in.
Like, damn, that's a good plan.
It was really nasty, dude.
Yeah, I could have had these doors open the whole time, but
actually, they did have to do a wall, but he was like, I'll have a designated spot we can just get over stealthily, no problem. So a few nights later, this is what a beast Boema is too, or Boema. He doesn't go over himself either. So he gets a small force of dudes one night. Because, dude, if they got caught, they're decimated.
Yeah.
He sends a small force. They put a ladder up against an unmanned section of the wall that dude basically told him, like, this is where it's good. And he had his boy, the guy, the inside man, was waiting there to, like, receive him. So they a small force goes in, sneaks up on tower guards, is, like, stabbing them, killing them. And then fucking Boema gets a signal, blasts a bugle, and then sends a bunch of more. He's like, just go. Yeah. Sends a bunch of dudes over the wall, and they're all doing the God wills it scream. Nice. God wills it, and they're going over. And then the Christians living in Antioch, like, saw what was going on. They rose up. So Rising up, dude. They go in, and they literally slaughtered all of them while the sun rose. Slaughtered all the Muslim dudes in there. But there's a citadel on top of the mountain that remained occupied by the ruler of Antioch. So that dude just kind of sat there in like an untouchable fortress at the very top of a mountain for the time being and was like, fuck. The next day, Kerboga's 40,000. What time are we at? We're at 1:13. We'll pause. We'll do part two.
No, what happens?
You want to know?
Yeah.
Sick. The next day, Kerboga's 40,000 troops. That next day, 40,000 bros roll up and they surround the city. So now they were hoping the Byzantine Empire would come and save them. But there was a deserter from the French army when shit got really bad. There were a lot of people deserting. He ran into Alexius and was like, "Yo, we're fucked. They're all gonna die. Don't even waste your time over there." So Alexius abandoned them, and having no idea the fortunes changed like overnight, real quick. So this is June 10th, 1098. Kerboga, whatever his name is, Kerboga pours in with all of his forces, and he's doing wave after wave for 4 days. As Boema resists at the eastern walls. And again, more people are starting to desert, but then Boema barricades the gates and he's like, you guys, we're killing anyone who tries to leave.
Yeah.
Fuck this. June 14th, Kerboga circles the camp and he's really starving them out and it works really well. So the Crusaders start eating leather straps and like all kinds of weird weeds and shrubs. More people are dying. Morale's at like an all-time fucking low.
Yeah.
So then that night, a small group of French people led by a peasant visionary, Peter Bartholomew. This is kind of like a Peter the Hermit type. He claimed that a ghost of St. Andrew revealed to him that the spear that pierced Jesus' side was buried in St. Peter's Basilica. So then that day he convinced a bunch of people to go dig in this basilica for hours. And they finally found a small shard of metal that they were like,
this has got to be it.
We found it. Like, we got it. So then Raymond of Toulouse, he was the guy who was like the head noble on this mission. So he bent down and kissed it. And this was kind of like his thing now. Because he was like, I'm the nobleman. My mystic guy was the one who found it. So his stock starts rising big time. Because
like, I have the thing that stabbed Jesus.
Yeah. So it's really, the story of this is actually, I'll end with the story of this, which is very funny. So the troops get kind of electrified. They're showing this relic they found. They're like, okay, we're going to turn this around. The girls left. The bishop was right. This fucking rules. But also, they didn't do anything right away. So they wait 2 weeks. Then the French forces are going like, dude, we're definitely going to die in here. We need to launch just a suicide mission on Kerboga and all of his forces. Like, maybe we can kind of fuck him up and then ask for terms. Basically what they did in that World War I movie. He's like, if we just go nuts, maybe he'll be like, all right. Like, honorable surrender. So I think though they first send out terms. Kerboga goes, no, like, I'm going to kill you. You guys are dead. So June 28th, the Crusaders are like, fuck, man, fuck. It's like, we got to get out of here and we got to do a death march and attack those guys and just go out like men. So Kerboga's kind of camp. He has a perimeter surrounding the city, starving them. He has all of his forces drawn back. And Kerboga hears that like they open the gates and they're going Mad Dog. And he could have sent all of his forces in and crushed them instantaneously. But he hesitated because he goes, I kind of want them to come all the way out. Yeah. So then I can I don't want them running back to the city and shutting the gates again. He's like, I want to take them out once and for all. He got impatient. So he's waiting. And it's like they start smashing because they're all charged up with the relic. They start smashing through the lines that were like, I guess, encircling them. Yo, some guy just come outside. So they smash through the ranks that are encircling them. And the Muslim forces start kind of panicking. So they retreat. And then Kerboga goes, fuck it, send all my forces. So the two Muslim forces clash into each other because they're retreating into like an attacking force. They start bumping into each other and they're like, what the fuck's going on? Everyone runs away. And Kerboga just goes, he's so embarrassed that he kind of hesitated and fucked it up that he just fucking flees. They all just left. He was like, this is bullshit.
Fleeing is great. Just be like, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck, I fucked up, dude. Let's get the fuck out of here.
So yeah, he left in shame, dude. He retreated. The Crusaders went, and then they went and took the Citadel. So now they're like, all right, cool. We have time. They climbed that mountain. They got that guy out there and like cut his head off, whatever. So his name was Raymore of Aguile. That was the guy. That was the nobleman who paraded the relic around. Now everyone's like, dude, Raymore's the man. So he's en route now to be the dude to like control all of the stuff. But there was still, I think Raymore of Toulouse, the old guy, was kind of like, nah, bro, I'm the man. So now there's this whole thing that happens where they're sitting in the city and they're like, I think Raymore of Toulouse is like, I'm going to keep this city. Fuck this. Fuck Alexius. I did it. He never came and helped us. And they had like a big fight about that. Who's going to control the city? But then like the other soldiers were like, yo, you're messing up my fucking religious points. We got to march on to the next city. Yeah. And they wanted Jerusalem, but they had to go to another, city that was like Alexius' city to take that too. So they're chilling there, they're figuring stuff out. And eventually the guy, I think Raymore of Aguile, starts kind of doing his own little conquest of little cities because they're all following him. Yeah. And then he does like greedy stuff of like taking cities. And then they start threatening, like, we're going to kill you. So they start turning on him. So he's using the guy, Peter Bartholomew, to kind of keep him in line as like the spiritual advisor because they're all pumped on the relic. But then they start figuring out like, dude, this Aguile guy is kind of a dickhead. And eventually he's still doing well though. They like him. But there was a new, so the bishop dies. The guy who told all the girls go home.
All the pussy.
He dies. And then Peter Bartholomew starts going like, I had a vision because that guy was like, Peter Bartholomew was full of shit. Fuck that. Don't listen to him. But there was a big divide in the camp. And that guy dies. So Peter Bartholomew goes, oh my God, I had a dream last night and that fucking bishop who used to hate me was actually like really repentant. He's in hell right now. He's sorry for what he said about me. And they were like, holy shit, this dude's the man. Yeah. And then eventually this guy Aguile's rising. It's looking good for him. But Peter Bartholomew wouldn't chill. And he was like, the Lord told me we got to kill like 2,000 of our own men. And so now the soldiers are like, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. And they're like, this guy's a fraud. So now they're like, everything's good. They don't know what's going on. This is before they attack the other city. And so they're like, dude, bullshit. That guy's full of shit. So Peter Bartholomew's like, dude, I'll do a trial by fire. If I get burnt, obviously I'm a liar, but the Lord will save me. So they do like I think it was like I had notes on my phone about it, but it was like a 40-foot long gauntlet of like 11-foot high flames. And he was like, I'll walk through it. When I come out unscathed, we're going to kill like the thousands of people that I think are being kind of like sinful. So apparently he fucking runs through it as fast as he can, screaming. he gets out of the other side and they just beat the shit out of him and kill him. And then there were some people who claimed like he actually was fine, but they kicked his ass. But people were like, dude, fuck him. He came out of it screaming. We beat him to death. And then the guy, Raymore of Aguile, his political shit just fucking dropped off and you never hear about him ever again. And then I think they're going now they were going to do another city, but because the people are getting so pissed off about people squabbling about cities, I think now they're heading to Jerusalem after Antioch. And that'll be the final battle, which is Part just 2. As nasty. Yeah.
Part 2.
Just as nasty.
Matt, that was great.
Thank you, dude.
That was fun.
But yeah, dude, the Crusades are the best. The Firewalk is so fucking
Firewalk's
funny.
Hilarious. Dude. Like, guys, I'm going to come out of this unscathed. All right, here we go.
Kill me. Fucking kill me.
Fucking beat his ass, dude.
They just all close in on him. All the dudes are like, you should kill him. They just waited for him. We're like, fucking beat his ass.
He died.
Nice.
Crusades, dude.
Crusades Part 2.
Wow.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Just in time. I gotta drop some coins out of my ass. A Muslim's holding me hostage right now. Well,
Yeah, it was nice.
thank you guys.
We
Thank you,
finally
Matt.
delivered. Good thing we waited.
We're
dude.
not done yet. That's only part one.
That's part one. We delivered. Dude, the auxiliary research helps, by the way. You kept apologizing. I'm like, that's not breaking in,
It's
dude.
gonna be me pooping.
You were fucking whatchamacallit? You were a Byzantine flotilla. Every now and again I'd lose my place and you'd fucking waft down to the Ascanian.
Alexios.
They actually killed different Jews too.
Alexios. They just kept killing Jewish people.
Knock it off.
What is
Stop.
that?
Knock it
What
off so I
is
can
going
enjoy
on?
comedy.
Yeah. I tried to enjoy comedy, but Richard the fucking Lionheart told London to kill Jewish people. Now you can't even tell jokes
Jeez.
at the Carlos Mencia show. People go, what the fuck was that? I remember what Richard the Lionheart did. We don't want to do that again. That's how it started.
Yeah.
Richard the Lionheart.
Yeah, man.
Well, just all of a sudden somebody cracks a joke and someone's like, yeah, you think that's funny? Watch this. That was funny too, wasn't it? And they go, yeah.
Did you I don't know if this is real, but did you hear there was what was that night called, like Crystal Block or whatever?
Crystal knocked?
Yeah, they did a Crystal Knock sale, like a big corporation in Germany did a sale thinking they were like fuck Nazis, were doing a sale for Crystal Knock, but it came off like really badly. They did like a Crystal Knock it could be a fake. It was like a thing I saw online.
Had to be fit. I mean,
but it was like a
no
tweet.
That's about as short-sighted as it gets.
I know. I don't know if that's real. It might be fake news, but someone sent me that and I started laughing like, dude, if that was honestly like a HR or whatever, like a corporate publicity faux pas, that'd be very funny.
Tonight, Crystal knocked sale.
Blowout sale, dude.
Yeah. We're going to just break the fucking glass.
We're smashing
We're
these
going to
prices.
smash the front door of our building and you run in and beat the shit out of the owners and take everything.
For 50% off.
Nice. Part 2.
Yeah, coming soon.
Coming soon.
Jerusalem, the final battle.
The final battle of Jerusalem.
And they just, you'll see. And then they write about it for like, dude, it's really funny.
All right.
But either way.
Bye.
You guys weren't supposed to be here that fast.
Whoa, you guys are already back?
What the
Hello.
freaking heck?
We were just talking, dude. We didn't even know you guys were here.
Dude, it was crazy.
Yeah. We just looking at Lil Uzi Vert videos.
Yep. There's not fucking shit going on right now. Us podcasters can talk about.
I know.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. That's
Stuff
crazy.
we got to weigh in on.
Well, actually, like if you think about it my way, I'm actually
I need to
taking the
weigh in
opposite
on
view.
some things.
I know everyone said it's one way, but think about it like this.
Yeah, I'm tired of fucking weighing in on options, bro.
I don't really. There's
Or
nothing
on
going on. I think
situations,
everyone's giving
not
up on it,
options.
dude. I think everyone's just fucking.
I have no opinions. I'm done with opinions.
I got some pennies, but
I'm almost done with them.
I have like one opinion. Just like chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in the motherfucking bullshit. And if your life sucks, it's probably 85% your own fault. So stop, blaming other people.
Yeah.
It's pretty
If your
much it.
life
That's all
sucks-
I got for anybody. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you hate that? Well, it'll probably remind you of something about yourself you don't like. Sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to smash my own negativity right now.
Yeah, you got to.
Dude, I'm trying to.
Led Zeppelin helped for like a week, and then I'm back to the blues, dude.
You
I'm
back to the
on-
blues?
Oh,
No.
so sad. I'm back on my blues.
Well, you were fucking.
That's because last week I
tomfoolery.
did new material, and I was excited.
You didn't
It's because I haven't been doing a lot of stand up lately.
Yeah.
That's totally what it is.
Welcome to my dude. Imagine my world. No stand up, and they just fucking kick you in front of a bunch of people, and you gotta go. Oh,
You go, I just want to rap. No,
it sucks. When you
thankfully, I'm back on my grind this
You're
week.
back on grind mode?
Yeah, I'm going to do stand up every day for the next 2 weeks.
So you did the new last week.
I did new for a little last week, and then Austin Cap City was so good, and then that was such a fun time.
Yeah.
And things were good.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really do too much new material. I kept going to the cellar and doing the same fucking jokes I always do.
Yeah, getting sick of
And
it.
it started making me feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working though.
That's why I keep
Yeah.
doing it, because it's easy.
Yeah, I placed a hard and fast rule on myself where I didn't realize I was doing this so much where I would do stand up and be completely disconnected from what I was doing.
Yeah.
Almost every single time.
I mean,
kinda
that was the hard part about that symphony hall show.
Yeah.
I was totally just like,
Yeah.
going through my set, just thinking about the room. Like, this is weird. That guy hates me. That guy hasn't laughed once.
I was like trying to explain that to Spud. I'm like, dude, you get to a point where like you're watching yourself tell jokes on autopilot, and then you're just thinking about other stuff while you're talking. And I'm like, it's maybe the worst feeling of just being.
It's pretty
there.
bad.
And
You got to catch yourself. You got to go, I hope this doesn't last the whole show.
Shake it out.
That's going to be a bad show.
No, I'm telling. I'm not gonna. If I even feel like I enter that space anymore, I'm gonna go. Blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
Shake myself out of it. And be like, oh, what's up with you guys? Are you guys talking dating or
You're
something?
never gonna stop doing that. It happens. It still happens constantly.
Yeah, true. But I got out of it for one. I got one show of freedom that I completely got out of it, and it was so sweet.
The bad one like
So
that only
sweet.
happens once. Usually once.
Yeah,
Cap City, it didn't happen once.
yeah,
Atlanta, it happened.
yeah. That was
Hopefully
big.
this weekend.
That's stepping up to the theater.
Yeah, I got a little nervous.
that's
Whoa,
scary.
This is a big deal.
And it's
There's like a team of people backstage. Like, what do you guys want? Do you need anything? How's everything going?
how easy is it to slide into just a negative catastrophe of just like these people have no idea. I'm a fucking.
I'm a
piece of
phony. I'm a
shit.
fraud. I'm a fat fraud. I'm a loser.
This
It's
team of
crazy.
people are going to come back here and push me.
The
Once
team
they
of
figure it
people
out.
know I suck. They're not working so hard to make me happy.
Imagine all the people like laying out the deli tray and finally conspiring and just pushing you back. Fuck you, Shane. Guys, come on. I know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'll get used to it.
Yeah, about being uncomfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Got to do new material tonight and tomorrow. We're going to do new stuff. I'm going to bring up the shit lady. It is funny.
You have to.
The shit lady is funny.
You have to follow your instincts, dude.
I don't know how to say it without making everyone in the room sad.
That she has living with buckets of shit?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
The shit lady's funny. The
Shit lady's funny.
The troops, our troops being the furry, the dog general's funny.
Yeah. Talk about curb appeal. I don't know.
There's something else I wanted. I forget.
Buckets of shit? Maybe a shit
Ladies that
fountain.
like-
Maybe a shit fountain.
Oh, a little shit fondue. Shit fondue doo. I just want to rock. Damn it. But yeah, it's also hard to do. I'm also not going to drink. I'm going to try not to like drink during these shows. It's impossible to do new material sober.
It's tough.
Going on there just like, here's something I was thinking about.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Of course.
I remember I quit. I told you I used to drink every time before I did stand up. And the first time I did stand up sober, I went in an all black room and wore a backwards hat and was like,
Oh my
and
God.
just shit myself at
Yeah.
lickety split for like 5 minutes.
That's a tough one, dude.
I mean, if you, dude, it was the funniest
Man,
thing
you
in the
guys
world.
black. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Dude, it was backwards hat. I was like, well, if I'm not going to drink, what could I do to get supreme confidence? I'm like, obviously backwards hat.
Obviously.
Backwards hat.
Bart
Just went in there. I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, what are you guys thinking about fucking Pokemon? Fuck shit.
Pokemon goes crazy right now.
Jesus Christ. I remember you get used to it.
No,
I now prefer it. I can't.
I do sober stand up constantly.
Yeah.
First set of the night. It's
Yeah.
usually one beer in.
Dude, I stink. Once I have 3 beers, I stink.
Ooh, that's when I turn on the jets and I go,
Dude,
maybe
see-
I will try some new stuff.
That is
Maybe
nice.
I will sell it because I'm having fun.
No, that's true. That's true.
We'll figure it out. Alcohol is probably not the best crutch for stand up, but
Yeah.
maybe it is.
Yeah. Well, it's all for me. I think it
Maybe
fucks
it's
me
the
up.
ultimate.
I need to be totally sensitive because if I get like alcohol gives me a very bad level of confidence where I'll start going like I'm fucking sucking. I'm stinking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm stinking. And then I get off and I go, what do these people want from me?
Yeah. That's not
Fuck it.
bad, dude.
No,
That's not bad.
It's bad.
No.
Maybe I don't know. I'd have to see it. I've never seen a tape of me before, but
Ooh.
I can.
I don't want to do that.
What?
I don't want to look into the mirror. I was talking to Rogies about it. He was like, yeah, I record every set, watch every set. He's like, it's hard. You got to do it. I'm like, I'm literally never going to do it.
Although
I'm never going to do it.
I watched a recording of Cincinnati of myself, and I was dreading it. And I was watching it, being like, "Wow, it's kind of fun."
First time I got a copy of my special was like the first time I really watched it. And I watched it by myself, and I was like, holy
You need someone
shit,
there.
this sucks.
You need someone
and
there.
I watched it with someone, and they were laughing. And I was like, I was like, this part's really good, isn't it?
You need someone there. Yeah, it's the ultimate. Dude, imagine people are always like, I hate hearing my own voice. It's like, try your own image and likeness, bro.
Try seeing
your
yourself
voice.
desperately trying to make people laugh. Then them not laughing and you going, I know that joke works, dude. This crowd just sucks.
Yeah, it stinks.
Yeah, I just haven't been doing stand up enough.
I heard that.
That's where I derive, all of my self-worth.
Yeah, from stand up.
Mm-hmm. Took the weekend off, basically. Yeah.
And then
Thursday,
it
Friday,
all collapsed.
Saturday, Sunday.
It all collapsed.
Thursday through Monday.
Your mental house of cards collapsed.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, I need it.
I know.
Otherwise, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Tonight will be great.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
The new.
Drop some new on them.
Start a microdosing regimen. I'm not trying to say like do,
No.
like it's gonna be a solution. Bro, I'm telling you. Sub-perceptual. I just started it recently. It couldn't have come on a better time.
I just need to write a joke.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'll snap you.
Oh, you're saying if I get some mushrooms in my system.
You're not fucked up. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Everyone, I feel like a lot of people take a little bit too much. You don't even notice physical effects of it. You're just like today I was checking out when I stopped to the rest stop, and it's like it's just you're not high, but there'll be little ideas you've like thought about doing, and you'll just execute them without even thinking. Like I always wanted to do for the credit card, like when you sign now with your finger, I just do smiley face now. And I've been thinking about doing it forever. And today I just went
finally did it.
Hit her with a smiley face. It took off. And the lady went,
That's demon time. That's demon time, dude.
Where that shit that you can write anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can literally write
I go like,
fuck.
I just scribble my
Yeah, but people accept the scribble. But if you hit him with like a penis, would be nice, dude. Who?
The bees?
He has a penis.
Beezerini. I was with the Beezerini this weekend.
The sweet Saint Beezerini.
Sweet Beezerini. And Kyla's wiling on me in the during the Louis show.
Really?
She got after me.
Why?
I shushed her.
Yeah. You guys haven't fought in a while.
Yeah.
Need
got
a nice battle.
fight.
Nice battle.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, for real. Fuck you. And I was like, fuck you, Kyla. We were fine. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset.
Brittany gets loud at the show and I have to go, please stop, baby.
But I did it friendly. I was like, come on, yo. Yeah. I said it's smiling. It was a smiling shush. It wasn't a
That's good.
It was a smiling, like, I know it's funny.
Yeah.
There's people that keep turning around.
Yeah, take it down. Take it down a notch.
Yeah,
good. No, dude, I got a full. I'm telling you, I know you're. Well, I don't say you're flat out against it, but dude. Just a tiny little micro dose, dude. Just a tiny micro dose.
All right,
just try it.
I'll get my hands on it.
Just teeny micro dose, dude. Throw it into the Bunsen burner, and fucking.
Break out the lab coat. Give it a shot,
dude. I'm telling you, it came for me. It was a good time. It was good timing because I would do it, and I would take just a little bit too much and be like, I feel like kind of druggy and weird. It didn't really work for me.
Yeah.
But dude, I didn't realize. So I started doing them again, and dude, it's just I get like the little joys of life. It just tweaks them up a little bit. I'll be driving up here, just fucking like,
shit's good.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
For some reason, I had a mental disconnect between like myself and my life, and I'd always just be like, yeah, we'll see. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what I want to do. It's just weird stuff. It just kind of was like, just smashed it. I had a fucked up thing yesterday where I was walking my dogs, and again, I do 3 days on, 2 days off. So the last week I did 3 days, just teeny little pinch, great, nothing crazy. It's not like it's not making your life like easy, problemless. It's just the smallest of boosts. It's nice. But then I'm walking my dogs. I go, that was nice last week. Let me do a little
double pinch,
little a little bit of a gobbler.
Yeah.
So I gobble. I put it in. I make a really nice tea and everything. So I put a little too much in the tea. I'm walking my dogs, and I couldn't. I was reading this thing the night before by this lady, and she was talking about how consensus reality is just built upon the impressions of your sense organs. Everyone talks about objective reality. It's like, yeah, but like if our eyeballs happen to, read light vibrations differently, we could like see sounds and hear color, all that shit, where like if you tweak your sensory organs, the picture of reality completely breaks down.
But if its and butts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a lovely Christmas.
True.
You know what I mean? So whatever she's talking about is crap.
But she's saying different people.
What if we could see sound? Like, great point.
But her thing is there's different animals that do it, and there's a range. It's like everyone, we screen out stuff where there's stuff we're not seeing.
Yeah.
All of us, our whole idea is just screening out a ton of stuff and forming a picture. So there's probably people, there's a continuum of that, and there's people who could probably screen out less than others, people who screen out more than others.
Yeah.
So she was like, hey, you're discounting people, but your sense of what is determined by your sense organs, where someone could have screen out slightly less, see things that you don't really see, and you're calling that person a nut, when in reality, it's just like you're just going by like your eyeballs being like blah, 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 and pulling in a bunch of weird stuff.
Yeah, certainly.
That was her argument. I was like, that's a pretty cool argument.
I don't even think that's an argument. I think that's true.
Yeah, but she was saying a lot of people, there'll be a lot of times when she was talking about, people will come up with stuff like, dude, I saw this, or and they're like, you're fucking nuts. And it's just like, that's not logical. And it's like, well,
yeah,
maybe your sense organs screened it out. Sorry that my sense organs incorporated it. Don't fucking burn me at the stake, basically.
Yeah.
So that was her whole point. And I was like, kind of cool. Cool thing to be.
I think it's totally.
Yeah.
I think it's so true that it goes without saying.
You would think so, but Sam Harris, if Sam Harris is in here right now, he'd be like, well, the thing about sense organs, I'm a neuroscientist. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'd like to punch him in the belly, see if he sensed that.
It was just cool. The old lady was saying was like, the world's set up in a way where it could be, if the world's dependent on your sense organs, then you really are never in touch with objective reality, because it could be, the world could just be like a total sway apart. Like, what's real? The world of particles or the world of human being sense, experience?
Yeah.
What's true? Basically, that was the whole point. I was like, fuck yeah. Thank you, lady. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, maybe cells are real, dude. Maybe cells are the real deal. Maybe we're the fucking frauds. I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. But the whole point was I took too much of a microdose.
Yeah, it sounds like
And I started bugging out about being like, dude, what if my sense organs fail and let everything in? And it was just like, and when you take them, sometimes you forget. And like, the thing that bugs people out is the onset. If you take too much, the onset can be kind of sudden, and you're walking your dogs, normal stuff.
Yeah, you gave me some of those before.
Yeah.
Of course, I got greedy. I took 2. I was driving back from Philly after the podcast, like, oh, fuck, I'm high as shit, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everyone does that. But if you're like, dude, I have a little spoon, and I spoon out like basically a key bump of them, and I dump them in my hot liquid. And I swear to God, that's the true microdose.
Yeah.
But dude, when you gobble the fucking capsules, it gets weird.
You give me capsules, I'm gonna gobble some capsules.
I know, that's why you gotta have, the powder's kind of dangerous too, because I can dig into the sugar bowl. It's pretty tight. It's so fun just to fucking make my ginger tea in the morning.
Someone who isn't me blessed me with some capsules at your fiesta.
Oh, dude.
And they're burning a hole in my pocket. I gotta get rid of these things.
I heard someone, I won't mention who, but I heard someone went freak bowl on you too.
Someone went full freak bowl, dude. We were inside. I was like, I'm gonna go step outside. It's a little warm in here. Go outside. This dude, somebody who isn't me starts hitting, not him, somebody else who isn't me, started just telling me about like fucking, just out of nowhere, just hit me with like wild fuck stories.
It had to do with the capsules. Because the cat, they were talking about sticking the capsules up
told
their
me
butt.
to shove them up his ass. I was like, nah. He was like, you ever shove those up your ass? I was like, no.
They're Molly capsules.
Yeah, I was like,
for full
no.
context, they're Molly capsules. Someone who isn't me or Shane, give Shane some Molly on some just like cool dude shit. Like, yo, here, you can have these, keep them, no big deal. They're really good. And then a freak bowl came up and was like, you ever stick those up your ass?
Freak bowl came out and was just harsh to the vibes, dude. I mean, it was funny. It was
it's the funny.
Nothing but friendship.
I've been laughing. I've heard about this secondhand. I've been laughing all week.
Never would have expected
about going full freak bowl.
He went, dude, nasty gal. Hit me with the monkey business. He was telling me, he was like, people fucking, like women jerking him off with a clear fleshlight, and he was laying there. I was like, ew. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh, that was making me laugh just hearing about that.
And I got jammed. I got stuck in the convo. I literally just walked outside. I got hit with it immediately. I couldn't be like, all right, that's enough fresh air. I had to like sit there and listen to Freak Bowl.
Freak Bowl, dude.
Pure mind Freak Bowl, dude. He fucked me up, actually. I forgot all about that. The least assuming guy, you'd have never expected this out of him.
It's a Freak Bowl, bro. I can't stop laughing at freak bowling.
Yeah.
Dude, freak bowling people is so nice. Just taking the combo totally sexual.
It was a very
totally
nice gift.
deviant.
And it was like, here, you mentioned something and the inboxes got flooded. Thank you for doing that. Here's this gift. And the guy was like, you ever shove those up your ass? One time I was fucking these girls and they were jacking me off with a clear fleshlight. Thank God there was a Sybian. I wouldn't have been able to please all 4 of them. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? That was demon time, dude. That was just, I just want to rock.
Best, dude. That is I heard that. I was so delighted. Just be like,
It was pretty fun.
because the swim was like he went full freak bull. That killed me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was extremely funny.
Oh goddamn, that was funny.
I was like,
shit,
well, I'm gonna head back into the party now.
I'm gonna head back into the bright lights.
I'm gonna go head back in there with the bright lights and children.
But yeah, dude. So I pig, a little mini pig, and then I thinking about my sense organs just completely breaking down and being like, oh my god, dude, what if like reality is this whole different thing and you get full access to it? And it's just like blah, a bunch of And I stop and I go, oh god, dude, I know I took too much because that's what happens.
Yeah, it's a high
You're
thought.
thinking about something, and then all of a sudden it goes like your thoughts start speeding up, and it gets like so weird that you're like, the fuck's going on?
I normally don't think like this.
Yeah, I typically do, but it kicks it up a notch.
It hit me anytime you would give me weed.
Yeah,
I forget.
The moment you're
Eat
just
some
sitting there,
gummies and then you're sitting there and you start having like a weird. You're like, I don't think like this. Oh yeah, Matt cooked weed and gave it to me, and I'm sitting here playing Xbox, thinking about death.
That is the best. You go, I don't think like this.
Yeah, this is not how I think normally.
Dude. Yeah,
This is not my beautiful wife,
dude. And I'm sitting there and I go, what the fuck? But the cool thing was, I will say, even though I pigged, all of a sudden it literally peeled the curtain on my negative thinking, because it's no big deal. I'm thinking about my sense organs failing and all, maybe there's like clear jellyfish monsters that float around that we can't see. Who cares or whatever? It's no big deal. But like, I'm sitting there thinking about that, and I go right away. It's just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking can't do it. It's just dude. The negative thinking that goes on almost subconsciously in me. I didn't realize it was so prevalent. Yeah, and it had been spreading. I didn't know this. And all of a sudden I go, Jesus Christ, what a negative fucking Nancy I am all the time. And again, it's like, I'm a pretty positive, outwardly positive person, but there's a good 20% of me that was just running, dude, matrix numbers all the time. I'm just like, the fuck, you can't do this. You're going to get in trouble. Yeah. You're going to get in trouble. And I'm like, no, I don't get in fucking trouble. And that's where the anxiety comes. I didn't realize. I thought the anxiety was the thing in itself. It's coming up from the negative thinking, dude. Yeah. And I was walking my dogs going, what the fuck? I gotta get rid of those negative things. And I was able to go, we're walking. I'm ignoring all this negative stuff. It was pretty powerful.
That is nice.
It was huge. And I went, oh my God, the whole time I thought it was the anxiety. It's the negative thinking that's the enemy. That's it. I went, aha. Aha. Eureka.
You've done it again, Matt.
I figured it out. Dude, it was literally, I just went.
You stiff arm the negative thoughts constantly.
Literally did. This time I got away from them.
I'm getting hit sticked by them.
You can, dude.
I'm getting fucking my legs taken out, dude.
Well, here's the thing with the negative thoughts. It's a lot of times, if I thought I was like, I'm crushing negativity, but it's a lot of what I was doing was hiding behind defense mechanisms. You think, oh, I'm positive Joe, blah, blah, blah. I'm hiding behind defense mechanisms. Yeah. So you got to smash those, and then you go, here's all the negative stuff. Yeah. Started to get me, and I just went, boys, I'll be taking my walk. Yeah. Goodbye.
They hit me. I pop up though. I go, good hit.
Yeah, good hit, boys.
Good stick there, dude. Good stick, 98. And then I pop up, get up, get back in the huddle, say, give me the ball again, dude. I'm drinking 20 beers again. All right, nice stick, baby.
That's your Gatorade.
Nice stick.
Yeah, I get you. Oh, you wake up and you go,
yeah.
Hut. As soon as you wake up, hut.
Bargatze has a joke in his new special that was making me laugh. About because he does stand up, so his hours are crazy. Yeah, like he goes to sleep late and wakes up at like 11, and he's like, I have a lot of friends that wake up early, and they're like, I get to like ease into my day. He's like, every day I wake up, everyone's like, here's what's going on. The day already started. Go. Like you wake up to like 40 texts. Like,
that sucks.
Pretty fun.
That is very
made
funny.
Me laugh. Nate Bargatze, new special on Amazon.
Very funny, bro.
One of the best.
Literally, he's very funny. Remember, I met him before I really saw his stand up.
Yeah.
So I met him with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've heard of this guy a million times. Let me check out his stuff. And I went, man, this guy's fucking funny.
That guy is pretty good.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny, bro. He's a master of the craft.
He's a master of the craft.
Really is. He's funny.
He's devoted to it.
He is the man, the mayon.
Yeah, I don't like to see people devoted to it.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell are you
like sacrificing everything else and working hard for it?
Yeah, what the heck, man?
I don't like that.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Why don't you slow down? Save some for the rest of us, Nate.
Yeah, take it easy.
Fucking hot dog.
Dude, did I tell you about my life or death news
Working
I got?
hard, writing. Fuck you, dude. Get some Bannerlord, play it for 12 hours. Complain you don't have new material like the rest of us.
Dude, did I tell you about? I finally went to the doctors, dude.
Yes.
Confronted my dude. It was. I've never been more disheartened at the medical system.
I could have told you that was
It fucking stinks, dude.
You
Like,
went in and said, something's different about me.
I went, mind freak.
You said, I'm a mind freak. And they were like, sir, this is weird.
Dude, literally, I
What
went in.
you're doing is weird.
Well, no, I did. Well, I didn't get to do the scan. The scan actually is coming up in a couple days, so I get to
Oh,
mind
nice.
freak the scan.
Then you'll be fine.
This was just the fucking talk. So I sit
Yeah.
down, I tell the lady what's going on. I'm like, yeah, dude, like every now and again when I get really stressed, it'll just like, I'll get a weird smell and then it's like an intense, like, like an anxiety, but it's like 5 seconds of like
Yeah.
a weird smell, anxiety reaction, and then it just goes away. I was like, I think they're temporal lobe seizures, but I that's the only thing that's they're coming up. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that seems pretty consistent and it could be that. But we don't really know. It was just like we're talking. And she was just like, "You should probably go on a medication." And I was like, "So what?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What's this medication you're talking?" And she was, "It's like called Lamictal or something." So right away I go, "Hold the phone." I'm like, "What is that?" And she was like, "It's just a medication." I'm like, "What's it for?" She's like, "It's an anticonvulsant." And I'm like, "But do we really know that this is the deal?" She's like, "Well, we don't really know, but like," she said, "Everyone can get a seizure, but everyone's seizure threshold can go high or low depending on the person and like what's going on. So technically everyone can seize, but when you're when you're epileptic, your seizure threshold's lower. And what causes seizures apparently is like fear and stress. Kind of fucked up. And like 110 fevers. So if your body gets stressed, you can just go and just fucking freak out. But it is kind of a mind game. And I was telling her, I'm like, yo, I don't understand. Like these things are like as mild as things get. And I don't want to go on medication for this.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what happens is if I don't smoke way too much weed or drink way too much coffee, it almost just never happens. And she was like, yeah, but you should probably go on this stuff. Dude, I looked it up. It's like a bipolar medication. It's bipolar anticonvulsant. And she was like trying to throw it to me like it was nothing.
Yeah.
You think she's tricking me, dude?
I think you came in and you were like, I got to figure it out. And they were like, all right.
I did it.
This is a schizophrenic bipolar man.
No, they give it to
It's a
everyone
mood
with seizures.
stable.
You get
That's
Lamictal.
wild.
You get Lamictal. And that, yeah, for sure.
I don't
was
think
like,
that's what happened.
are you tricking me? I thought she was tricking
They're
me.
trying to trick you.
Are you tricking me? But dude, I think she was trying to Kanye me, dude.
Yeah.
I was going, what the hell? I had to go into hiding, dude.
Yeah.
Did you couldn't find me the last 2 days.
No, I haven't heard from you.
I was actually
I know.
texting you, didn't you? Couldn't even find me if you tried. You couldn't find me, dude. I had to go in hiding because they tried to put me down, dude.
They did try to get you. They knew you were on stuff.
Well, there's a thing. So I'm talking to her and I'm like, okay, so she was like, well, we don't really know, but like, you should just take these anyway. And I went, okay. I was like, but when I did the ketogenic diet, it didn't happen at all. I was
Yeah.
like, I quit coffee, super cut back on the weed, did ketosis, and it didn't happen once. And she was like, yeah, but that's more of like an adjunct therapy. I'm like, well, I'm telling you it worked. And she was like, and the lady was nice enough to be, I'm not like trashing her, but she was like, I was like, what about, I know they give kids like CBD that has seizures. She's like, yeah, but that's for like the worst cases of imaginable. And I go, well, why wouldn't it work for the least cases? And she goes, Lamictal is the one we do.
CBD?
Yes, dude. It's a powerful anticonvulsant.
Oh, wow.
They use it for like and it's pure CBD because that's the thing. THC works as an anticonvulsant for some people, but for like 10% of the population, lowers the seizure threshold. So does fucking Zyrtec apparently. Dude, I never got these till I went on Zyrtec, by the way. That's the fucked up part. And I was reading studies about, they're saying there's a lot of low grade seizures that are coming that they believe are coming from allergy medication. But the thing is, there's different things that lower the seizure. I've never not slept as much as I have in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So not sleeping does it, stress does
Yeah.
it. It's a weird mind body thing. But this is the weirdest part of the whole thing is like the go-to after just a face-to-face talking, no brain scan. I mean, they did have like a thing in my brain and it's fine. But they were like, they didn't get to see the electrical activity because it's like, is it a structural abnormality? I passed. Structure of the brain, obviously sound as could be. No one's questioning that. Then there's the electrical activity of the brain. That's the next piece. It's like, do you have electrical problems?
You're grounded too much.
Maybe, or maybe not enough.
I think
I
too
told you
much,
I had
dude.
electricity. Dude, when I went to Australia, my heart fucking skipped beats
Yeah.
for 7 days. I got a wacky electricity. in
I
my
didn't
body.
disagree with that.
I know you didn't. No one's saying you disagree with anything.
I didn't disagree
I feel
with
like you've
that.
been very defensive this entire time.
No.
I'm kidding. So, dude, so then, so we're going to check that out. But, dude, without even seeing that, she was like, oh, just take Lamictal. Dude, I'm like, what's the side effects? She goes, well, 10% of people get a rash that if you don't go to the hospital right away, it can be fatal. And I'm like,
Well, then no.
what the fuck, lady? That's like the bad. Then there's, I guarantee it would turn you just into kind of like,
Yeah, it'd be catatonic.
yeah. And I'm like, lady, I can't afford to be catatonic.
Yeah.
I'd love to be catatonic. I'd love to join the brain dead masses and just fucking cut myself off from the pain of the human condition with fucking modern pharma. But I refused, dude. I was like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, well, you could seize up on a car and crash. And I said, so be it, lady.
Yeah.
So fucking be
It's
it.
my time.
I'm not playing these games with you.
Yeah.
I seize up while driving. My whole family falls into the Schuylkill. That's our fate.
That's our fate.
I'm not going on Lamictal, dude.
That's funny because it says you're not allowed to drive when you take Lamictal.
Shit. This lady's trying to get me. She's trying to stop me,
She's
dude.
trying to
About
kill
the
you.
paper. She's
Full
trying to
stop.
get
She's trying to stop
Yeah.
me.
Who do you think sent her?
Mm.
Probably a true crime podcast. They saw that we passed them.
You got to stop him. Yeah, it was pretty nuts to be like, she's like, I respect your decision, but I'm going to keep following up and make sure you think about this.
That's
And I'm
nice of her, though.
like, she was being nice. Dude, very nice. But I'm telling you, man, when I rarely go to the doctor. And when you do, it's just like a lady kind of like upspeaking.
Yeah, selling you some pills.
Upspeaking and being like, yeah, I respect your, like the fact that you don't want to take these things. But I'd advise you maybe should consider it. Our stance is that you should take it. And it's like, why? You're like, you've not sold me on this at all.
Yeah.
I'm telling you I'm in ketosis. Dude, I figured it out. And they're all pissed off and they want me to go on bipolar medication for bullshit barely seizures that I got from fucking Zyrtec.
Yeah.
It's like, get out of my fucking face with this
Well,
shit.
wait till they see the electrodes. Once they see the electric charge in your brain, they're going to...
Do you think they're going to fly out of their stools?
I think something weird could happen.
True.
Something very odd could
Well,
happen.
that's what I told her. I have an irregular
They're going
heartbeat.
to send you down to Hopkins for further studies.
You think so?
Definitely. Or MIT.
Hopkins preferable. That's where they got those mushies.
Or Area 51, dude.
What do you think? They'll
They
put
might
me in
go,
50
wait a second, this guy's not even from here.
Mom, Dad, where'd you find me? Like, you were in a cornfield. We found you.
You're a meteorite that crashed. We knew you were going to have funny ideas. You're from a planet of guys with funny ideas.
What's my power? Like, you're from the planet with the smallest penises in the universe. I'm like, I knew there was something special about me.
I had to smash a fucking mouse this week.
What?
Made me
You had to
sad.
take life?
Yeah, I had to take his life.
Where'd you catch him?
He got his leg
If
got
you don't mind me
caught.
asking,
His
where'd you
leg
catch
got
him?
caught in a trap in the kitchen.
Oh.
And he was hollering.
Almost
and
escaped.
I tried to ignore him. I was hoping it was I was hoping it got his neck and he was just letting out some last gasps.
What a
So
wretched
sad,
thought.
dude.
What a wretched thought.
What?
I mean, you were sparing his life.
I was hoping it broke
It's
his
just
neck
funny
and
to
he
be
was
game and be like, I hope that thing fucking crushes larynx.
I hope
Not
he's
his
dead.
leg. I hope he's fucking dead.
Yeah, no, I was
You were
laying
hoping it was
here-
a death rattle.
We were watching Pan's Labyrinth, me and my woman.
Oh,
Nice one.
that's a great movie.
And no, I had to get up and smash it with a shoe.
Why didn't she do it?
She was screaming.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
She doesn't respond well to rodents. It's pretty fucking insane, dude. Anytime. And they're here.
Yeah.
They live with us. They are nice.
Yeah, my mom used to freak about rodents. I told you I'd have to let them outside. I didn't realize if you let them right outside, they come right back in your house.
Yeah.
I used to catch mice with like my hands when I was little. I was like, Mom, what's the fucking big deal? And I trap it in the corner of the
Yeah.
bathroom, pick it up, and just bring it outside and let it right next to my house, and I guess it would come right back.
Definitely
in.
come right back inside.
Yeah, I thought mice. I didn't know they were like disease ridden. I used to pick them up and be like, these things are awesome.
I don't even think that many of them are.
I think they're fine, honestly.
Yeah.
Apparently, rodents can't get rabies. That's one less thing
That's
you gotta
nice.
worry about. Yeah.
Yeah,
One
this
less thing you gotta
guy,
worry about.
it was just his back leg. And when I walked in the kitchen, he tried to run. It
How'd
was
you
kind
do
of
it?
sad.
How'd you do it? How'd you stop
I
him?
threw a dish towel over him and just went.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Shoe
Yeah.
with a shoe?
With a shoe.
Those?
No, some other big boys like that.
Oh!
I had to do it. He was a little guy too. He was very cute.
Oh man!
And I was like, "You did this." I told my girlfriend. I said, "I didn't want to do this to him.
yeah.
You caused that little guy to suffer. Why?
Why?
'Cause he's eating bread we don't even eat."
For what?
Yeah,
You could have taught us how to cook.
he could have. He could have ratatouille. Maybe teach you how to. Yeah,
Damn.
I wasn't
dude.
happy about it. He was a little tiny gray guy, and he was trying
Oh man.
his best to escape.
Yeah. I mean, I will
It's all right,
say
though.
my mom had a point because when we were little, we got mouse droppings in the silverware drawer. That was time. That was DEF CON.
Yep.
The time had come.
That's
It's
where
like,
we're
all right,
at.
Let's kill these
I've had
motherfuckers.
a couple in there.
You've had
got
them
an
in there?
exterminator. I haven't seen one in a while.
Yeah, they'll get them.
They're out though. The boys are out. Well, the poison was last week.
Yeah.
Had to poison the boys, which also makes me sad.
Yeah, that's
It's a tough way to go. Bellyache for the fellas.
the fatal belly.
Cute little guys.
Oh, they bring their little mouse children back. Like, look, a delicious morsel.
Nice.
This is the best thing we've ever eaten.
Yes.
The baby goes, "Are you sure, mommy?"
And they go, the
Are you sure, mommy
the big
mouse?
one's eating again. We can go where he was sitting and find food all over the place once he goes to sleep.
They probably worship you,
Definitely.
and then you fucking. I mean, wrathful
It was
God.
God.
Kind of sick. Yeah. Very
I'd
Aztec.
smack him with a shoe.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to go in that drawer.
Sorry, bud. There's blood everywhere.
Got the blood out.
Yeah. I smashed him pretty good.
You smeared across your face.
Yes. Yeah. You got to taste the blood. It was your first kill. That was my first kill in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, I haven't killed shit.
You know what? What have I killed in a while? I mean, I'm getting some bugs. Obviously, no problem.
Bugs.
Ain't no
I
thing.
even let some of the bugs go. I let most of the bugs go.
Depends. The flies. I let the flies out of my house.
I feel bad killing bugs. I go, I didn't need to do that.
A
The guy
roach-
was just right there.
Roaches. I'm like,
Roach,
get the
you
fuck
gotta-
out.
you
We had
absolutely
roaches
have
coming
to
out of
kill.
our outlets a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That shit was nasty, dude.
Yeah.
That was war. That was war on the bugs. I was like, fuck these guys. This is gross.
Yeah.
Just they'd scatter across the countertop and they go right back. They're the little roaches.
Yeah.
You see their antennas sticking out of the outlet, and you'd be like, "You nasty little motherfuckers, bro." It was nonstop bullshit for me for like 3 weeks. I had to take the outlets off, open them up, spray shit. I finally got a
Wow.
professional exterminator, and they crushed them immediately. They put this gel all over the place, and dude, it fucking wiped them out.
What, they munched the gel?
Yeah, because it really munched the gel. Same thing. Bring it back to the babies, and it's just like their balls exploded. I don't know what happened, but. They fucks them up. But yeah, with row homes, you can get roaches 2 houses down. They'll go through the walls. They'll come get you.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's because these boys downstairs are leaving a
we have a
lot
little
of
bit of
grub
a poo
outside.
eater a couple doors down, dude.
Yeah.
We have a bit of a poo eater situation.
Really?
Here. Yes, dude. It's a
We got.
fucking.
I think I got a poo eater downstairs.
we got a poo eater. Really?
Yeah.
We got poo eaters a couple doors down, and
Not
it's
a full
like,
poo eater, but he can. Kiss man can get there.
oh,
If I didn't have my lady here, this would be poo eater central.
did you think? No, dude. This
Dude,
guy's
she's
the
been
real
gone for
deal.
a day, and there's more shit out.
This
than
guy's the
there's
real
ever-
deal. He's
Yeah.
like what? But like his water will get turned off. Buckets of water outside. No, like you watch him go in his house, and he's like shuffling. It's like you can't get in there,
no.
bro. It's fucked up.
You should call the orders on him. They'll bulldoze
If I
his
see a
house
poo
and-
bucket, I might get the house bulldozed. That would be that'd be so brutal.
I mean, that's what happened to the poop lady. I think that was her neighbors,
Yeah.
which
His backyard's a mosquito breeding ground too, dude.
Oh,
It
that
fucking
pisses me
sucks.
off, dude.
Their water buckets are out there.
that's why we need bats. You gotta listen to the bat guy.
Bro, I've been telling Brittany I want to put a bat house in my backyard. She's like, "You smell like bat poop." Guano.
Get a bat
I
house.
said, "Excuse me, actually, it's guano."
I didn't even know there were fucking bat houses.
Yeah, dude, you put
Get
them
a
up
bat house,
real
dude.
high. You put them up super high.
Get it up on your fucking patio up there.
She
That'd
would,
be awesome.
she would fucking spaz, dude.
Don't even tell her. She won't even know what the fuck
They
it
do
is.
shit big time. It would stink like that shit. But
Hose it off.
maybe put one over another dude's yard.
Yeah, get a
He
bat
doesn't
house.
care about his yard, but a bat house back there. Says, buddy, it's this, or I run down your fucking house with a bulldozer.
Yeah,
Legally.
on TV.
I exercise my
I call
legal right.
TLC and me in the city and a reality show evict you and bulldoze your house because you've been eating soup, laying on piles of shit.
Did they only ever do that? I mean, I don't know.
That's the only one I ever saw that they
I don't
really-
think it racial, but they only ever bulldoze white people's houses. I'd imagine they go, what do we got? No, that's a fucking nightmare. No,
Yeah.
Let's chill on that one.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Although back original hoarders, they
They didn't care.
didn't care. Nowadays, yes.
Yeah, they're
You
probably.
go, well, let's salvage this house.
Yeah, true.
Big fat white lady eating soup and shit.
Kill her.
For real.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty harsh, but dude. Yeah.
Nobody cares.
No one cares.
Truly nobody cares. They can't even run with it. There can't be some sort of like cool narrative. It's just, lady,
We tried with you.
bulldoze.
You were shit in a bucket.
yeah, you're
We're going
dead.
to put one of those No
Nobody-
Country for Old Men fucking air guns to your forehead. Call it a day. You blew it. You
Nobody
had one
gives
chance at life and you blew it. You ended up laying on trash, eating soup.
I was actually I was thinking about that when I was in a neuro appointment. I saw this lady who was sitting with her son There's an older lady. She's probably in her 50s, maybe 60s. Had a teenage son, fully like just in the wheelchair, a breathing tube, and I was like, Jesus Christ, dude! Just the like. I was like blown away by this lady's like ability to just sit there calmly. I'm like, that must just be like torture.
What do you mean?
Of just like having a vegetable, like a nearly vegetable kid, and just the daily maintenance of like taking. And the kid's like, the kid was sentient enough to be like, looking around, talking, but just is like fucked up enough. Where it's like really tubes. Hard. And I was like, dude, honestly, and it sounds dramatic, but I was like, I'm more impressed by that than like someone being a president at this point in my life. Of like. Twitter, like, oh yeah,
it's like sainthood.
Nobody's nobody's thanking. We're talking about bulldozing houses. Like nobody's thanking the lady. People kind of like and like kind of like recoil at some level, and you're just there every day, just fucking doing this shit,
doing the Lord's work, dude.
Nobody fucking cares. Nobody wants to hear about it. And I was just like looking at this lady, like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
What if I was just like, this is the most amazing thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna cry. I was in the office just going like, your little kid's 15 years into it and you're just still doing all the daily activities of care and all the appointments. And I was like, oh, you're the real fucking hero, lady.
They really are.
What am I even doing here with my stupid brain ticks? Who cares? Who fucking cares? I'm a pussy.
Then you were like, no, mine's real.
I mean, the lady did try to put me on love hate.
You probably should have. You could have healed the boy.
I should have. Yeah, but I was like, dude, truly nobody cares about that lady's situation. If anything, people try to like, I can't come, try to avoid it because it makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you have some fucking guy with Alzheimer's getting tweeted out like, he's the hero. It's like, come on, dude. No, he's fucking not.
Who's the guy with Alzheimer's?
I'm not even going to say his name, dude.
Joe Biden?
4'6".
Are you talking about the president?
I'm talking about 4'6". I'm not even saying his name. Can you imagine if we were such pussies about it? Like, I'm not even going to say his name.
It's not my president.
People even said Barack Obama's name. People hated him because he was black.
Yeah. They added a name. They tossed it. They made sure that
Barack Hussein.
They tossed that middle name as often as possible.
They did.
Dude. Yeah.
People hated him because he was black, and at least they had the decency to say his name.
Yeah.
I worked for so many people when I.
It's not because he's black. They say that every time.
It was, dude.
I don't hate him because he's black.
I knew it, dude. The day he got elected, I was watching fucking like plumbers like kick shit on the job site, being like, "You can believe it? This is ridiculous." Just because it was a black guy, they were furious. That was very funny for me because I genuinely was excited that we had a black president, just because I was like, cool.
Yeah, let's
mix it up a little bit. This should be cool. Never had it. I'm a big guy. I'm a first. I'm like, cool.
You like the first?
Yeah, it's like black guy president. This should be interesting.
Yeah.
Now finally,
see if it slows down on some of the belly aching. Fingers crossed. Nope, amplified it. Fuck.
I was sweeping floors in like a half-built house, just being like, I don't know. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it's a black guy. Let's mix it up. And you see these plumbers coming in like, dude, that's what you think. That's the first one. Anything, you trust me, dude. You don't have any idea what you're a kid. You don't know. Just some 42-year-old complete just fucking like, you have no fucking idea. This pisses me off and I don't know why. But I gotta go fix this HVAC system.
I don't like something about that inauguration. I
had no idea either. I'd be like, I don't know, maybe it's cool. He's like, I'm telling you, it's not cool, dude. Like, I don't know. Whatever. But can you not knock over my pile?
Yeah,
I had multiple piles, dude. That's a big thing. When you're
what
sweeping
type of piles? Oh yeah,
drywall dust, sawdust. Dude, that's the biggest bitch minion move. Instead of actually picking up your piles, you make like 90 million little piles and you never pick them up. Yo, dude, I got my pile over there. Yeah. Chill.
Piles, I didn't mind that. I liked making some. I would make some nice piles.
I like sweeping. Construction sweeping is actually kind of fun.
Construction sweeping is you
get dust
the next
fall.
level.
You can throw the shit down. And it's like this green pellets, and they keep the dust on the ground. I mean, most of the dust. You fucking sweep up the house. It feels so good after all the dust is out. Then tomorrow there's like 9 million pounds of dust again.
Yeah.
And other guys come in like, I told you he's going to fuck the president. This guy's already fucking it up.
He's already fucking it up.
He's blowing it. And then, it turns out he, I don't know. What will Obama's legacy be?
I think he'll be fine.
Cool guy.
He's a good, cool public speaker.
Cool
Spotify playlist.
He did the healthcare. Gave everybody healthcare.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah. Why everyone says it's a fucking nightmare. Obamacare.
I don't know enough about it.
Me either. I went on the website. It did always work every time I went on. When I was forced to buy healthcare by President Obama, it worked every single time I went on, and it was like Not bad.
Trump though got rid of the penalty for not having it around tax time.
That's what's up.
That was a good move.
That's the move.
That was
though,
a crazy move.
of
You get
forcing
penalized for not having health care when it comes to taxes.
I mean, dude,
I
that's
guess that's
the
how
fucked
you
up.
gotta pay for.
That's when you get into the sweetheart deal. It's like everyone have health care, sick. You have to have it or you get penalized. And he goes, I wonder if insurance companies were behind this, and now all the tax someone in a position of power levied them to taxpayer dollars towards the insurance companies who are his buddies. I went,
No, couldn't be. That's just absolutely what it is. It's fine.
plumber, right? Is that what black guys been after all along?
Black guys
Insurance
this whole
money?
time. Black guys have wanted $300 out of me because I didn't have health insurance. Black guys just wanted me to go to the doctor.
That plumber with a super long goatee was right.
He was exactly right. I wonder how his health is.
This dude would come on and talk about. Like, they always had like the thing they would come on. Like when they come on the job site, everyone sit in the trailer, and this guy would go, "Guys, I just went on this Zoloft shit, dude. I take 2 of those, do a bong rip, and I fuck my wife. These things are awesome."
Whoa.
He was like saying Zoloft's rules. He's like, "Bro, I take my
Is
Zoloft.
Zoloft good for fucking?
Apparently, it's terrible for it."
Yeah, what's this guy
But
talking
he was
about?
saying I guess he was like in the initial stages of it, so he wasn't probably like. He just said he was like happy with what was kind of mean. He was saying like, "Fuck my wife.
I can
He's
finally
on-
fuck my wife?
He was on board with it." Yeah, he was like, "I didn't
Yeah.
even care. This shit zones me up, and I just rip the bong, and I just fuck my wife."
Jesus
And
Christ.
we're all in the trailer eating donuts. Like,
Yeah, you
right
should
on.
be president.
Right on, bro.
Instead of one of these black guys. Somebody who's on it like you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That shit's fucking rules. Do I take it? I don't get sad.
I
and
do
just
love
get
President
high
Biden.
as fuck and fuck my wife.
President Biden rules.
You like PB?
I do like it. Anytime I see him, I get excited. He's starting to make me happy. Anytime I watch him talk, I go,
he doesn't have
this
for me.
is good.
He doesn't have the it factor for me.
You got to watch more. He gets fired
Really?
up, dude. A lot of speeches, he doesn't know what to say, so he just starts screaming. He's like, this is America. We can do anything we want. It's pretty good, dude. He'll get in a fucking construction worker's face, dude. He got hit with the Bosa treatment. He went, someone was like, you're trying to take our guns. He's like, what'd you say? You don't know shit, asshole.
I have a gun up my ass right now.
Yeah, I got shotguns right now. I fuck you. What? Now, Biden, if you let that boy cook, dude, he
Yeah.
comes out with some heaters.
Yeah, I've never had like a serious
He
hatred
finishes his
towards. I don't
speech,
think
he
any
tries to shake
president.
hands with people that aren't there. He walks around.
Yeah,
It's a good time. It's a
That's
good
chill.
time.
Yeah, I've never had a serious like bone with any of the like a fuck this guy. I've never had it with any president.
Yeah.
Bush towards the end, I started when I was younger to suspect that like he caused 9/11 or whatever. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's not my boy. But again, I don't know if he did.
Bush,
or
I
not.
remember there was a bunch of kids doing that, so I started to like Bush.
Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was
A bunch
younger,
of people that were like, fuck Bush. I remember Eminem saying that song.
fuck George Bush.
Yeah.
Eminem,
all
he does.
these, yeah, Eminem. A bunch of those people started turning on W, and it made me
JB.
actually start to be like, dude, W's funny.
That's kind of sick.
I like W.
That's kind of
Yeah.
tight. Yeah, I remember being little and being like, getting the sense of like, yeah, this guy wants to invade Iraq with his friends.
And yeah, and in hindsight, that was absolutely
And being,
yeah.
what a jerk.
It's kind of pure evil. What happened?
And I kept watching the thing of him reading the
Maybe.
stories.
He's still funny.
He slid Michelle Obama the candy. All was forgiven. They went
It's over now.
200,000 Iraqis. Here's a Werthers. Like
Quadruple that number, by the way. Kind of gave birth to ISIS also. Fuck it.
Destabilize the whole region.
Yeah.
Although,
It wasn't the stablest region in the first place.
to be fair, it really wasn't, dude.
Yeah.
And maybe something good will come out of this. They got a lot of helicopters now.
Now they got a fuck ton of helicopters.
I mean, dude.
Once they get a hold of those, once they figure out how to fly those fucking things.
That's
Yeah.
not the worst.
Yeah, they got a gun. They did, probably 1 million of them died, but they did get like 30 helicopters.
Maybe, I mean, dude, maybe they'll get someone will rise to power who agrees with American trade policies, and then he'll have advanced technology to control his population, and there'll finally be peace in the region.
Yeah.
Job done, dude. Rome
Mission
wasn't built in a
accomplished.
day. Maybe we got to crack a couple eggs and make it omelet.
Yeah.
Dude. You have to,
It's not going to be that easy.
run over a couple of dobos with fucking tanks. Fucking get someone to not
Yes.
fuck with our trade agreements.
Yeah, we're going to have to send a bunch of basically teenagers, early 20s dudes to blow up some mud huts.
Yeah.
We're going to figure it out.
Some stucco.
Yeah.
Some stucco.
Yeah.
Being
We got
old
to figure it out, bro.
That's so nuts, though, to be
I'm so
that.
against
I mean,
war.
dude, we're here. We got an honest little operation here. Imagine if we were like, yo, these guys in Iraq are fucking up our podcast. Can we maybe get a different president in there? And they're like, yeah, it's gonna be a little more difficult. And you go, okay, I hear what you're saying, but like,
Will we ever get in trouble for it?
what if we convince the
No.
population to attack that guy and kill him, and then our guy's in there? I mean, it's 4D chess,
Yeah.
but it's like, it's nuts. Imagine coming home with that day's load. I mean, again, a little active empathy. Those guys, that's pretty stressful stuff. To being like, what the fuck? They didn't turn on him and kill him? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Well, I think there was a time they were pumped. And then we said if you were a part of the Ba'ath Party, you couldn't work. So
What Ba'ath Party?
the Ba'ath Party was Saddam Hussein's
Right. Why do they call themselves the Ba'ath Party?
Ba'ath. It's probably an Arabic word.
Oh, okay.
Not like bath, not like
Yeah.
splish splash.
I was like, they're supposed to be taking a bath.
No, they weren't taking a bath.
The rubber duckies.
They were taking a little bath. Yeah, I think once we invaded, shit was actually maybe gonna work. And then they were like, if you worked in the Ba'ath Party, you cannot have a job. So like half the police force, half of it, like everybody.
Yeah.
And then the dudes that didn't get fired were like, yeah, fuck you guys. We always hated you. And then we just had, a lot of people with experience with guns that just lost their jobs.
Yeah.
And they were like, this isn't good.
Who were the government? And they're like,
Yeah.
well, we're not going to stop being We're going to start a government 2.0.
Yep.
Stop me from being the government.
I love being the government. It's time for me to
It's a
take
good
back
job.
control.
It's a good job, but becoming the government's tough tomatoes, dude. You literally have to kill people to become
kill
the
everybody.
government. It's a pretty wild career.
Saddam did that. Saddam had he made half the senators shoot the other half, basically.
Yeah, it's a coup.
Yeah. He said,
Good
you guys kill
gentleman
them.
stuff.
Those guys are traitors. Dudes would stand up like crying, be like, I love you so much, Saddam. I would not have traitor.
You're not a
He's like,
bather, dude. Fuck you.
carry him outside. Splish splash.
Shoot
Shoot him in the fucking head.
That is the wildest fucking job.
What, executing people as a
But
dictator?
then everyone's like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
You're the boss.
We got it.
Country's like, what happened? Okay, well, he won fair and square.
Yeah. And traitors,
Okay.
those were traitors.
They were fully traitors.
They were spies.
It's crazy within your country. You can just fuck people up and be like, guys, mind your own business.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You guys do it.
Everybody does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just blame, you can say Israel sent half of our Congress was Israeli spies.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take them out back and make the other half of Congress shoot them in the head so that they're loyal. Yeah. That's how you do it.
Total
Next
mess
thing you know,
over
you're hiding in a hole.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
I should have
dude.
listened to George W. Bush.
America's never going to fall, dude.
We're number one.
I'm pretty sure it's never going to fall. Might be the last empire.
Yeah.
Who else would be? China, maybe? I doubt it, dude. Doubt it.
Yeah, right.
Doubt it.
Now, we're going to be number one for a while, at least during our lifetimes.
Nice.
We did it.
We got to get rid of all this American belly aching, though. Stop belly aching, dude. The American belly aching is too much, man. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, we did some nasty things.
It seems like it's
But the
going down
communists are gonna get
slightly.
us. I think so.
The belly aching?
Yeah, I think it's going to chill.
Seems like it's dropping a little.
Yeah, I mean, they
Saw a nice display of patriotism at the Eagles game, and it
was-
gets you
I mean,
every
that's
time.
Patriot
Giant
Central.
American flag, fly over with the Jets. You're just sitting there going, damn.
Philadelphia's patriotic.
Can
though.
you imagine someone fucking with us?
You can't. We have jets
so
for fun.
neat.
We have fun jets. We have our bomb jets and our fun jets.
We have fun jets to just go do tricks.
Yeah.
And we sit there and we drink and we go, that's
Oh,
sweet. That's me.
Cool. Just like
That's my country.
40,000 half conscious eyes go, oh,
Just staring straight into the sun.
whoa. Wow.
Yeah. I don't get upset when those guys crash at the air shows. You know?
Yeah. They were destined for fucking.
Yeah. It's a good way to go.
Blowing
Just trying
up
to
in
do a cool nosedive at the ground and pull up. And
How
you
often
don't.
do they crash?
There's videos like annually
Oh.
of pretty vicious ones. There was one recently. It was like a World War II plane hit a fucking like bomber in Texas. There's just people in a parking lot like, what the fuck? You guys see that? Holy shit.
What if they bomb the stadium with T-shirts? That'd be kind of tight.
That'd be nice.
A little merch bomb,
Yeah.
merch drop.
That's merch drop. Dude.
That'd be fun. This came down from like 18,000
On the
feet.
airstrike, yeah, everyone gets destroyed by tees. That'd be pretty tight. Now we're cooking. How long is this podcast? Oh, this is going to be such a good couple minutes here. I can feel it.
Oh, the last 9 minutes? Come
Yeah,
on.
things are
dude.
gonna change.
Come on. We're talking
I can feel it.
geopoliticos.
I love when we talk geopolitics.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude. I'm talking about the soul. We're talking about the soul of the country when it comes down to it. And it's people are going to have to wisen up to the fact that their life rules and they're creating problems in their life.
I think
my 12-year-old's actually a bull. It's like, dude, just wait till they're 18. Let them make it. It's
I
a
think
tattoo.
I think the pendulum's swinging back, Matt.
Dude, I agree totally.
I think
wait till they find out all those trans kids they were fucking lobotomizing or whatever turn out just to be gay kids. They destroy little gay kids. And those cross-dressers, they're cross-dressers. They're sexually... Dude, that shit.
Peterson got fired up.
Wild on that one.
You're tucking your dick in the mirror. You think you're not sexual. You're a liar.
That shit's hot as hell. You're lying, dude. That shit's fucking hot. If I put on women's underwear, I'll come everywhere. I'd come all down my own butt crack if I was tucked with women's underwear. You gotta be kidding. Get the fuck out of here.
I think people are getting tired of it. Everybody that was like a loudmouth on Twitter has been kind of destroyed.
Yeah.
Nobody takes them seriously anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
Sam Harris, full dork.
Bro, he fell so hard.
Yeah. Anybody that's an intellectual on the internet, I really think
dark web, the
sucks
DW,
ass.
bro. The DW.
Intellectual
dark web, IDW.
Everybody that's an intellect on the internet can shove it.
People are sick. Well, it turns out if you just talk and you're the smartest guy, you're eventually going to be wrong about something. Then you go, I'm not wrong actually.
Yeah.
He spazzed on that, dude. He's like, yeah, but if the... Dude, I got this from the Dave Smith podcast. That's what happens when I get real late at night. I start watching Project Veritas, and then it hits me with Dave Smith. I go, okay, here we go.
Dave Smith's the man.
Dude, he shreds him, bro.
He shredded Sam?
Shredded Sammy, dude.
Nice.
Shredded him, and I was just going, oh, yeah, I did. I would have said that. I was thinking that, too. Dude,
yeah.
Fucking for sure, bro.
I just watched Nick Rochefort fucking talk about houses.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very nice.
It's awesome.
It's a long stream, too. It's good.
Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, dude, apparently Sam Harris was going out being like, okay... But apparently, he's like, let's do this thing where the virus actually did kill children and the vaccine actually did prevent transmission. We would never allow this Brett Weinstein bullcrap. And then, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, of course, brother. What the fuck? He's just, he's fucking
He literally was like,
out.
imagine if what I was saying was true. Then I wouldn't be wrong.
I know.
It's like, yeah.
It's crazy. It was insane. And he's completely unhinged. He freaked. He completely blew it.
I don't like it.
Blew it, dude.
They're going after that one guy, the hot Turkish communist guy.
What's up with him?
What's his name?
Salo
Hassan.
Zizek?
Hassan.
Oh, they're about
No, Hassan Piker was mad that Mr. Beast cured like 1,000 people's blindness. That was a YouTube video.
Wait, what happened?
There was like 1,000 people. Somehow he gave them the medical treatment to cure. He saved 1,000 people's vision.
Why are people mad at him?
Hassan was making the correct point. He was saying, this annoys me that, because he's a socialist, so he's like, this is capitalism. In order to save 1,000 poor people's sight, it has to be a YouTube video where it's like, I saved these guys.
Oh, and he was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
We're not just doing that.
I don't think he was saying the guy who did it sucks. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did. I didn't watch enough of it.
No, I think you're spot
so he
on.
got
It sounded
slammed.
like he was, and then they're all like, look how gay this guy is.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I think he might be a little gay, but we all are.
Yeah,
Look at
man.
me.
I mean,
Ain't
for
that
sure.
true?
But it's also, dude, I was thinking about this yesterday. When you play the social media game, it's like there's just this huge fucking fan that you can catch the wind of it, and you rise and rise and
you try
rise.
to catch it again.
But what happens is every now and again the fan shuts off. The fan shuts off when you say one wrong thing. The fan shuts off and you fall down into the fucking blades and it's fucking
Yeah.
you die. I mean, obviously the fan will turn on real quick and then chop you up. Don't worry about the analogy, but I'm saying
I understand.
You're riding this artificial boost and anyone can just rip it out from under you and you fall into the hands of the masses and they rip you apart.
They do.
No, actually, okay, fuck it. You guys had a point
And
about
you're like,
it.
remember that time I was cool? And you guys were all like, this guy gets it. And retweeted me. I'm going to search for that for the next 15 years. Because that made me feel good one night.
Yep.
That's it.
And then you die.
Next thing you know, you're making videos being like, but what if I was right?
Dude, it's crazy.
I'm the smartest guy. Now imagine if I was right this whole time.
Did I tell you guys how much? Let's talk about a minute how
Then
much I
wouldn't
love
you
science.
feel stupid?
Dude, there's some. Yeah, they're looking pretty bad right now. A lot of those guys are looking. Again, everyone says this. They go, look, I don't think any pleasure about people like not reducing transmission. I don't want anyone to die from these vaccines. Everyone says that. I don't even care about being right. It's like, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You love it. A little bit, little tiny kernel of you goes, nice. Another guy bites the dust. You go, yes, I knew it.
I told him.
I knew I was.
It's because so many of them were saying that. So many of them were saying, I hope everybody that wasn't vaccinated's last words on a ventilator is,
die.
I wish I was on a vaccine.
True.
But
Fair.
the other side, now the other side's doing it. Now they're like, heart attack, Another one.
And they go, but
Called it.
they go, guys, we're not celebrating this. We hope look. It's not a time for that. Which to be fair, that is the right attitude. But it's like, dude, just admit a little bit of you goes.
Another athlete collapsed because of his heart.
Yes, I'm right.
I knew I was right.
Can I find that tweet I
I'm
did
so
back
excited
in-
this 22-year-old collapsed of a heart attack.
Let me find this tweet I did. Oh, can I find it? I hope it's still there. It looks so fucking cool. Like I predicted the future.
I understand.
But now
That's
they're
how
saying,
I operate.
well, one potential when there's some again. This is all, but there's a little party. But there's like it's ugly stuff. But they're saying, when they're saying like people who are like boosted up or getting COVID more than people who have natural immunity, and they're like, what's better, the natural immunity or the artificial antibodies?
Yeah.
This is just a study. I don't know if it's true or not, but they were saying they're finding that particularly around the third dose, you get these antibodies, a specific type of antibody that comes up that like recognizes things in your immune system and goes, oh, that thing's cool. We've seen it before. So you see the spike protein so much that and this is all theoretical, but they're saying there's a part of the immune system that starts to go, yeah, this thing's like part of us. We see that because they're giving it to you so much that you're just going like, they're like, oh yeah, let that thing go. And they're thinking that's how people who are like, that's what like some of the transmissibility is about, where that some potential unaffected side effect of the thing is them going like, yeah, whatever, let that thing go. And that's why it's
that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of nuts.
But I have no idea how the immune system works. I don't know what a mRNA
Killer
bullshit
T cells.
is.
I never knew those.
I don't know what those things are.
Never knew it was such a thing.
I don't know what DNA modification is. I have no idea.
The helix twist.
I understand there's a helix, but I have no idea. I don't understand one part of it.
No, we're all out of our
I kind
depth.
of don't like the people that are telling me to do this.
Well, that's your heuristics, dude.
Yeah.
Your heuristics, Ward. You are the victor. Take solace in your victory.
I knew I was right.
I'm in a losing position with all my fancy metrics and data. I lost, you win. Can you agree to that? Scott Adams.
That's what he did say though. He's
Yeah.
like, with all my fancy data.
Yeah.
He's like, all the facts that I had that I knew were right. Your little hunch won. I hope you're happy.
They're melting down. They're Mr. Rights, dude. And they're melting down. This dude has a
Mr.
whiteboard.
Rights.
He was doing math on a whiteboard for like 2 years, being like, you guys are fucking idiots. You guys are all going to die. Okay, you guys are in the winning position. Yeah, man. It's a shame.
Yeah, we'll be all right. Myocarditis is fake. That's a right wing
Who's
hoax.
to say how big hearts are to be? Your little stupid eyes, they could be wrong.
Yeah, true. There could be jellyfish.
Big heart, bro. The floating jellyfish. Maybe they fucking bit you in the heart.
Maybe
We
your
don't know.
cat's eyes are the true reality because they can see things.
They know when food's bad just by smelling it. They won't eat it.
Yeah, we can do that.
True. They always say that.
I've
Give it
had
to a cat. A cat
had
won't
some
eat it. A
leftovers.
cat truly won't eat it if it's bad.
Really?
I've heard. Although they walk around with mice in their mouth, so who the fuck knows?
I don't think cats know shit.
Yeah, I think they're dumb as hell.
Yeah, I'm
Sam Harris, dumbass. Cats,
Sam Harris,
dumbass.
Cats. Who else? Is dumb
Sensory
as shit?
system. Who the fuck knows what
Poop
that
lady
even...
on hoarders. Smart. That was her reality.
You know how much it costs to get your house bulldozed? She got it done for free. All she did was eat a little poo.
She was eating shit, dude.
Eat a little bit of
So what?
poo. Now her house is... The city paid for to demolish her house. She could build a fucking 3-story on there.
Well, that was the
cash
thing.
it out,
They
dude.
actually had to crunch the numbers. They're like, this is how much it's going to cost to rebuild this house, or we could just tear it down right now.
Yeah. Well, who's
Yeah.
going to live in it? She's going to... Oh, she
No,
goes to the
that's
mental
definitely,
hospital.
yeah. She's in a group home. And
She thought she had the golden ticket to go to Charlie's Chocolate Factory.
I bet she sneaks in there sometimes. I bet she's in the toilet sometimes just going,
She's a
remember
cat,
the
dude.
days?
Fucking
Remember the days.
She's a cat in a fish tank, dude.
Remember the good old days when I used to sit here by myself for weeks on end, just surrounded by my turds?
Damn, man.
That's a party.
That is a party.
Eating contaminated food, getting violently ill constantly.
Oh, she probably listens. What's that one Tom Petty song? Into the great wide open. She's staring at it like a square mental crazy person house window, thinking about all those turds, dude.
She can still have access to turds. She's got to get access to turds.
You think
it's
they're
the one
giving-
thing they can take a lot of stuff
You're
from
talking
you.
about give her one
They can
cool
never
fish
take
tank.
our turds.
One cool fish tank with a couple floaters in it.
Let her get
That's the
some
least you
floats.
could do for like,
She only shits at night and just lets it sit. To get some naps in with
at least let her clock some flush time, dude. Be like, yo, don't make her flush it right away. She needs her hidey ho. Hidey ho.
She does.
Give her a fucking.
They can't stop her.
No.
She's in beast mode.
She's a fucking.
They
make a
cannot stop
beast
her,
out
dude.
of her, dude.
She's yeah, good luck. She's gonna dump, dude. She's gonna dump. Now she's eating hospital food too.
Oh.
Although that's such an upgrade from the fucking Progresso she was munching, dude. Progresso clam chowder out of a fucking paper
Will they
bowl.
fine age your bread?
Maybe.
To get the pro?
Yeah, because I don't have a freezer. Duh. I'm going to eat it.
They'll rehabilitate her.
There were cats in there. There were so many cats.
They'll make a fine wife out of her.
Somebody could have her.
Make a fine wife out of her.
Ooh. Nice German man that doesn't mind the Scheiße. That's what she needs. She needs to find her own Kaiser.
She was living in the wrong country.
Germany, she would have been lauded.
Sylvester Stallone would have paid her to take a shit on the coffee table. Who was the guy who was, I don't want to implicate. Who was the guy that was paying ladies to shit on the coffee table? It was some beefy dude.
That he was having women
A
shit
jacked
on
guy was having women
glass.
shit on a glass table.
Yeah, we're going to need to find that
Was
out.
it Sylvester Stallone? Well, yeah.
Don't put that on Sly, dude. It was not Sly.
I think
You
it
say
was,
Rocky was letting people dump on tables.
it was Sly, Schwarzenegger. It was one of the Expendables.
One of the
was
Expendables.
letting women shit on a table. It wasn't Jean-Claude Van Damme, for sure. Who was it that was letting women shit?
How do we not? I feel like this is one that sticks with you. You know what I mean? It smears with you. You would think it would never go away, and we
Who
would
the fuck
remember.
was it?
Armie Hammer was munching the babes. He went to munch them.
You went right to town, dude. Hungry? Why wait? Odell Beckham? No, dude. It was fuck, man. It's people used to talk about this all the time. We're gonna find this. Let's put the think tank on this. Nah, man. He probably does, but it's not.
I like it.
Celeb
When he wipes, he
Poop
reaches back like 1-3.
on glass. I feel like if I called Rainey, he would tell me.
Call Rainey.
Glass by. Let me call Rainey right now.
We need to know.
I'll call him right now. I guarantee you. You want to take bets on whether or not he knows this? Dude, I'm telling you, it was like
An actor who liked shit on the table.
Yeah, who is the actor?
Who liked to lay under glass and view the fecal matter.
I don't want to put it on Sly, but I'm almost positive.
It's not Sly.
It was Schwartz or Sly. We'll find out. Come on, Randy, please. We need you. I don't know
Yeah,
who else
dude.
would know this. Come on, Mike. I'm dying, dude. You ever heard of who it was, Sean? The guy who would lay under the table? I swear to God, it was Sylvester. Who? What is it?
I think you were right. It is an article about Sly came up,
Told you, bro.
This
but
is
I'm still
crazy.
combing through it.
Again, is it true? I don't know. It's just this is information out there. Do with you, do your own research on whether Sly had someone shit on a coffee table and he lay underneath. Hey, how about we go back to my place and yeah. Did she lay a fucking steamer on the coffee table or what?
No,
Sean, you have me in total suspense.
I'm combing through this weird article
leaving
that
me
doesn't
dangling,
seem too
dude.
trustworthy, but
What's it
this
say? It
says,
doesn't matter. It's all about
Sylvester
sensationalism and
Stallone
views.
is reputed to crap in his hotel showers.
Who?
But that's not
Sly?
Sly is.
Started crap in the shower.
He likes to leave and turn to the
Pretty nice.
shower. That's kind of
Go
funny.
down. He had the fucking cap on. Hey, I took a little dump in the shower. I got a big fight coming up. I'm nervous. Hey,
That was pretty good at the end. That was really good.
hey, I don't know how to talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying he defecated in bathtubs and showers in hotels. a lot of people.
Why are people saying this?
because he did it, dude.
Oh,
What?
Cancel culture's not real,
Cancel
dude.
culture's not
Yeah.
real.
You're right.
What?
I finally got to it. It says a friend of whoever wrote this or whoever's statement this is says he used to hire prostitutes, give them 15 grand, put plexiglass over his bed, and have them shit and piss on it while he jerked off.
What the fuck?
These are
That's an accusation, dude. I don't like it. Sly?
Plexiglass. You got any? Hey, you got any quarter-inch plexi? That one I can still see the turds.
All right. This is.
We hit it.
We'll be back, dude.
Yes, we got to the bottom.
We
of that.
will return.
We will. We got to the bottom of that.
It was Sylvester Stallone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.